Raiders come in with a record of 7-2, and the Trojans 6-3 coming to this contest, the first round in Class 3A here tonight. An overcast skies and a cool evening here in Sioux City. Our video brought to you by Brocker Cards and Cards, Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, and Elvis Hass State Farm, presenting our live stream here tonight, WesternIdahoToday.com TV and YouTube on KS95.7 FM. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the pregame show here from Heelan High School, Bishop Heelan, the Crusaders here tonight. Broadcast brought to you by First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. Body Basic. Call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros. So by your side to maximize yield. Filloward Go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dankla, and Nick Knutson. 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Switta, safe, reliable Switta for all your transportation needs. And Stein Seed. If Stein has yield, contact your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee, bakery, deli, grocery, meat department, and pharmacy. Always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile for you. Also brought to you by Olson's BP. Great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel that keep you going company. Olson's BP in Atlantic. And Oak Point Wealth Management. Oak Point Wealth Management. Call Aaron Friend today or visit oakpointwealth.com. Also brought to you by Benning Carpentry. Matt Benning in Atlantic, where experience meets excellence. Call Matt Benning today at 515-490-6966. And Rancho Grande, authentic Mexican food on West 7th Street in Atlantic. We're going to talk to Atlantic Athletic Director Mr. Andy Mitchell. Perry Fief and Kevin Ferguson will join us here in just a little bit. We're back right after these on KS95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIdahoToday.com.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. And for a limited time, try the sweet heat of our new honey hot sauce. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights, only at Pizza Ranch.
Health powers life, from the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted. Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. So if you don't have one, get started with Mercy One. From annual wellness visits to screenings and immunizations, our primary care doctors can help you be proactive with your health, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Help me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
And welcome back to Bishop Heelan High School and Bishop Heelan Field here in Sioux City, and an overcast, cool night here. And we're joined by Atlantic Athletic Director Mr. Andy Mitchell, and back from Fort Dodge here today. And let's talk about the race here today. Katrina Williams running on the girls' side, and Mason Betts on the boys' side.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day over in Fort Dodge. It was a little colder. You know, when I got there, you could tell the wind had picked up over the last few minutes. Right as I got there, and the wind dropped the temperature quite a bit. So by race time, it was probably in the low 40s when they finally kicked off at 2 o'clock. Katrina ended up finishing 96th out of well over 100 kids running. I'm not sure exactly how many of the girls' side ran, but hats off to Katrina. 4 years, finally makes it to state, and ran really well. That's just how good the competition is. But so happy for her and getting that opportunity to be able to, show her stuff on that big stage, and just hats off to her. And then Mason on the other side, Mason finished in 39th for the boys. That's pretty impressive for a sophomore. In fact, when I got here to the field, I started looking up, being a sophomore, where did he place in all the freshmen and sophomores?
Yes,
he was the 10th overall. So of the take out only 10 of the top 39 were Frosh Soph, and he was the 10th one. So that's really impressive when you look down the road of hopefully where Mason got that taste of it and now has a great off season and comes back even better, come back great in track. That's another big love for him, and then have another showing at state cross country next year.
You bet. And of course he'll be out for wrestling here this winter, and we'll see. I'm sure that cross country will help with that as well. So congrats to those two, and it was a good season for both the girls and boys cross country teams. The only other thing, swimming had a meet on Tuesday.
Yeah, the girls had their meet against Lewis Central on Tuesday, and so now they got a little bit of a break until a week from tomorrow. They will be swimming at Johnston at Summit Middle School for their state qualifying meet. So we'll see. I told one of them the other day, Faith Larson, I said, you just got to go out there and swim your best.
Yeah.
You never know what happens at those meets. There's oftentimes teams that don't think they can get in. Whether it be a relay or an individual, doesn't matter. We'll take whatever we can get. So good luck to the girls and Coach Miller next week as they swim against some really good competition.
Yeah, Vita Hayes has been having a good year, and there's about 4 of them that make up most of those relays. And best of luck to them, no doubt. Well, let's talk about this one tonight. Atlantic coming in to making the playoffs, the district runner-up in District 6 and 3A, taking on a good Bishop Heelan team.
Tom, when I was growing up as a young kid over in the Illinois side of the Quad Cities, our NBC station over there, the PBS stations used to carry the state championship Iowa football games. I remember distinctly. And there are 2 teams when I moved to Iowa that I knew of simply because their time in the Dome. One was Harlan, and the other one I distinctly remember many times watching on TV, Sioux City Heelan. And, this is one of the better programs, historical programs in the state of Iowa. They are... for a while there, they probably had about a 15-year run where they weren't making a lot of noise, 10 to 15 years. But over the last 4 or 5, they've been back to the Heelan that I knew growing up. But they're 7-2. They lost last week to a 3-win team and ended up being a 4-win team in Algona. Algona, those last few years, have been a really, really good program themselves. But I think that is a pretty good rivalry there. So Algona just showed, hopefully, our kids that these guys are beatable. We had a rough game last week in Carroll, and I hope that just motivates them, because it's going to come down to the same things we always talk about: who controls the line of scrimmage. You control the line of scrimmage, you control the ball game, and use our offense and controlling the ball as our best defense. If they don't have it, they can't score.
Good point. And we're going to see a good running back on Heelan's side in Kason Thomas, and who's a 4-star recruit going to University of Iowa. And on the Trojan side, a lot of speed with Ethan McNeil and the big guy, Gab McLaren running. And we see Xander Killian running the ball, too. We got a lot of speed on the left side.
We do. Actually, this is, kind of a little, we haven't had it for a couple years. We've had this much speed. It's probably been back to Chase McLaren since we've had this type. This, I don't know if we have his type of speed, but we have a lot of team speed right now. When similar to what him and Tyler Moan had when they were in the backfield. So there's a lot of team speed here for us, and hopefully that plays well. Even on the offensive defensive line, it's. If you're outsized with them, it's still about who's quicker, who gets off the ball quicker, who stays low, and who has the best technique.
No doubt.
I remember playing football. We'd go up against kids a lot bigger than us, and that's how you competed. Our coaches over and over and over. Low man that gets off the ball quickest and hardest wins.
Very good. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom.
Great
Excited to be here.
Yes, sir. And we'll talk to you later on. Mr. Anna Mitchell joining us here on our pregame show here on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream at westernnowtoday.com. YouTube, TV, and thanks for joining us here on our video stream here tonight at Bishop Heelan. It is presented by Brocker, Carnes, and Carnes. Elvis Haas, State Farm Insurance agent, along with Rolling Hills Bank and Trust here as Atlantic. The visitors in their white uniforms and black helmets warming up. And Heelan now back on the field. And they've got that Notre Dame look with those silver helmets, gold helmets, I should say, black jerseys, and gold pants. So we're back. Kevin Ferguson and Perry Fief will join us here on the pregame show as we roll on here from Sioux City. Bishop Heelan High School in Atlantic getting set to kick off at 7 o'clock. We'll hear from Perry Fief and Kevin Ferguson coming up next.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan Field and Stadium here, and we're getting set for Atlantic and Bishop Heelan, the Crusaders and the Trojans here in this Class 3A first round football game. Great to be in the playoffs again, Perry Fief. They go back to 2020 when Atlantic was playing the 2A.
Yep.
They won their first game, and then they traveled to West Marshall and fell short there. But great to be back in the postseason here. And, the Trojans, a great year. They had a little bit of a hiccup last week against a good Carroll team.
Oh, Carroll was good. I mean, you have to give him credit. And they have they have that offensive lineman that he's something in that running back. He pretty much, I think it's the first time in 4 games that he finally played the whole game.
Yes.
He's good. I mean, so Atlantic had their hands full, but I think they came together as a team and they're going to rebound.
Fergie, I guess what are you most impressed with here so far with this football team?
Well, resilience has been a lot of it this year, Tom, and you saw it throughout the game. A couple games, especially Creston and Harlan, that
right.
They were resilient enough to go behind a little bit and stay in there and believe. And they're going to need a little of that tonight as well, and persistence, and just keep playing the game that they play, and that's a little ball control and don't turn it over and that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, Atlantic had a few turnovers last week against Carroll that cost them, and then they had that fake punt that really was kind of momentum changer there as well against the Carroll Tigers. And Carroll, by the way, they host Nevada tonight in the second game of a doubleheader at Carroll Stadium. Kemper playing in the first game again, so kind of a deja vu a week ago at Carroll Stadium. Well, guys, we look forward to hearing from you again here in just a little bit. We'll have the keys to the game coming up with Perry Fief and Kevin Ferguson. But first, we're going to get to our senior spotlight. That's coming up next. It is brought to you by Myron Gross Real Estate, the strength of teamwork and the reputation for results. We're back with our seniors coming up next.
First Winnie Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Are you great with paperwork and have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results. The strength of teamwork, the reputation for results.
And welcome back to the Senior Spotlight here on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com. We're talking to Sawyer Terrell, senior defensive back. What are the main emphasis here in practice this week to get ready for this one tonight?
We just have to prepare like we have been, stay focused, stay locked in, and realize it's playoff football, and just go hard.
You talk about the other defensive backs that you're playing with and kind of individually and what they bring to the table.
Sheldon, he has a lot of experience. He's been out there since like sophomore year. He's really tall, really lanky, really physical. And then the other corner, Grant, he also played last year. He's really good. He's filling in. He's getting the hands of it. And then Hunter Nelson, the other safety, he just goes down, and he's also really physical as well, and can count on all of them.
Now, not the exception this week. Okay, we've 9 games in. Take us through a week of practice during the regular season.
So Mondays primarily we go film, and then we walk through everything outside, like their formations and everything. Tuesday, Wednesday, that's when we go hard, or the hardest I'd say. Pads, everything. Everyone's locked in. Thursday is then more game prep, like we go through everything, pre-game for everything, and then Friday is the game.
What is your most favorite day of the week besides Friday?
I'd have to say probably Wednesday.
Why is that?
Get out of school early, then we get some time, and then practice, and then it's just a normal hard practice.
So individually, what are you working on to fine-tune your game for this one?
Just staying focused, keep my hips low, and then just having confidence.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Sawyer Terrell with us. Aiden Parker, quarterback for the Trojans. Hey, congrats to you, Zane, for making the playoffs. What does that mean to you, one of the final 16 teams standing here?
Well, I mean, it's really cool, you know. A lot of people, even though we had a better record, thought Harlan was going to beat us. And so just beating them, winning that game, and just realizing that we're going to the playoffs for the first time in my high school career was really cool.
Zane, last week, a tough loss to a really good team. Let's turn it to a positive. What are the things you saw in film that you can correct and fix as we get into the playoffs?
Well, you know, I feel like our team that's the first game I've seen our team give up a little bit. And so just effort, I guess. And then, Wansby, I don't know, it was just a different atmosphere than the rest of our games. I know that we kind of learned from it, and we know that we're not going to react like that again.
You know, saying one of the same lines only as you look back on the whole regular season. What do you see as the most improvement from this club?
I think the most improvement is just we've learned to play together and just kind of rally off of each other. We support each other when, things go wrong, and we just have continued to grow together, and it's just made us better at football.
What are you focusing on this week individually to get ready for this one?
I've watched a lot of film. Their DBs they're okay, but I know there's some ways we can take advantage of them.
How do you throw such a tight spiral?
I don't know.
Beautiful ball. It's great. I mean, you've put a lot of work into this, right?
I mean, I don't know. I've played catch with my dad since I was 4 years old, and so it's just, and I don't know. Well, like when we're in the backyard playing catch, if I throw a bad ball, he's like, "Hey, go get it." I'm not gonna, It's like, so I just learned from a young age. I gotta throw a good ball, and he would, spiral was. If it wasn't spiral, then he would literally turn around, just throw it the other way, go get the ball.
One more thing, as far as the defense the Crusaders will throw at you, is it similar? I mean, you faced 9 teams. Is this a similar defense you've seen?
It's a lot like Creston's. yeah, just formation-wise, where they walk, it's a 3 D linemen down front, and then they walk their 2 outside backers up, most likely, which is what we're expecting. But we've prepared for a few other fronts and stuff like that. But formation-wise, it's a lot. It's something we've seen, but we haven't seen number 7 their linebacker. He's pretty good, and so we're preparing for him this week.
Yeah, Jason Thomas, the running back as well. Hey, Zayden, best of luck.
All right, thank you.
And we're joined by Corbin Ritter, receiver for the Trojans. Well, Corbin, talk about some of the things you're working on this week individually to get ready for this playoff.
Oh, well, they say that it's going to be pretty cold, so I'm working on that and trying to, get, ready for the cold and have my hands warm at all times, ready for that pass. And the DBs, they backpedal, so a lot of comebacks, curls, short routes, so yeah.
Talk about the preparation. We talked to Sawyer about the week in practice. How you guys seem to be prepared every Friday night. Talk about that a little bit.
Oh, well, it starts with the coaching. The coaches make us watch film, have us study all their plays, their players, how they play, how they line up and stuff. So it's all about them, and they will put us in the right position, and we just have to make the play because we're the athletes, and yeah.
Corbin, I didn't talk to Zayden about this, but as far as two-dimensional going into this one, last week you threw the ball quite a bit. What about Friday night?
We'll see. We are probably going to start working on short game because that worked a lot last game, and they're the same as Carroll's DBs. They backpedal and they play 8 yards off. So hope we can work on the short game a lot and get 5-yard chunks every time.
Senior year, what's it mean to be in the playoffs, man?
Oh, it feels great, man. It's a lot of possibilities that we can have and a lot of outcomes, and hope we get the good outcome.
Right. Hey, congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Shelton Malia joining us here, a defensive back for the Trojans. And Shelton, congrats again on making the playoffs. And you've had a big impact on this football team this season. What's inspired you?
I would say what's inspired me, I'd say last year didn't go the best for me because I didn't play. Yeah, I didn't play all season. So I'd say that really inspired me for this season.
Let's talk about Hope. Okay, 14. Lester 11, Whitcomb number 1, Harpino number 6. Those are the receivers. Which one of those guys on film impresses you the most?
They've got pretty big tight end number 11. We know he likes to line up at the tight end spot and then he goes out solo. So I'll be matched up with him. So it'll be fun to watch, and then it'll be a good matchup between me and him. So.
Shelton, as far as you individually, what are some of the things you're working on to be best prepared for this one?
I would say just getting my mind right, and then also just staying focused and being confident, because you need a lot of that at the position we play. So
we've got a ways to go, and just in case I don't get to talk to you here in the coming weeks, what do you want to be remembered by as a Trojan football player?
I would say just for always going hard, just at home and away, for games. I'd say just at what I do, just playing receiver and DB.
Yeah, we've had joy watching you, no doubt, and hopefully you have more to come here. Hey, best of luck tonight.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Shelton Malia joining us along with Sawyer Terrell, Zayden Parker, and Corbin Ritter here on the Senior Spotlight, brought to you by Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Coming up next, we're going to hear from the coaches. That's brought to you by Partners Insurance. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer and Heelan head coach John LaFleur. That's coming up next.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
With the many different types of insurance policies and all the different options, knowing what insurance policy will work best for you or your business can be confusing. At Partners Insurance, we know the best coverage is the one that fits your needs, your goals, your tolerance for risk, and of course your resources. Our agents are committed to helping your family or business navigate the often confusing world of insurance. For help navigating through your insurance options, contact Shannon at Partners Insurance today at 712-243-4392.
Welcome back to the Partners Insurance Coaches Show with Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer. The Trojans in the playoffs. Congrats, coach, for a great regular season. And now it's playoff time, and the slate is cleared. Atlantic at Heelan here tonight, and then Sioux Center playing against Des Moines Christian. Winners will play next week. Well, Coach, first of all, congratulations on your bid here in this Class 3A state playoffs. Talk about this team and what has been the real key here for getting into the playoffs here with this team.
It's a great honor. There's only 16 teams left, so it's just one of those things. It's really special. The kids have worked their tails off. I think that's part of what set us apart. We got a bunch of hardworking kids. They put in a lot of time in the spring, a lot of time in the summer. But these guys have done a lot of hard work in preparation for this, and it's really paying off. Big win as far as district games wise with Creston late, Harlan late, that have shown that these guys are tough and resilient and have done a really good job of persevering through adversity all year.
Well, let's get right to Heelan, Coach, and let's talk about Bishop Heelan, a team that finished runner-up by, I guess, points or criteria in their district behind Sioux Center, although they did beat Sioux Center, like you mentioned, before we went on the air. But what about Heelan here? What impressed you about this team?
Yeah, they look like a traditional Heelan team. They're big up front. They're physical. They got a really good running back that plays middle linebacker 4 and 2. He's a 4-star recruit going to Iowa. It's reminiscent of Heelan days of old, when they had Brandon Weger, who was a highly rated running back, going to University of Iowa, that they like to run the ball. They like to be physical with their 2 tight end sets. Like, these guys are, old school as it gets. And then they got a modern flair, and then next thing you know, they're 5 wide. So they do a lot of different things. They're very physical up front, and they play a decent amount of guys both ways. That physicality then carries over to both sides of the ball.
Talking about Case Thomas, 1,076 yards, averaging 6.6 yards per carry. Defensively, what's the look here? What kind of look are you going to get from the Crusaders?
Yeah, we're going to be practicing a couple of different things. Traditionally, they line up a lot like Creston. They're in that 3-4 is what they want to call it, but they walk up both outside linebackers, and it really looks like a 5-2. Just because of the way that we play, those guys aren't going to be out of the box very much. So that's kind of one look that we're expecting, or, we've watched some old film against Carroll. Last year they were in the same district, so we pulled up some film from the pool up in huddle, and they played a 6-man front against Carroll Public last year. So it's just one of those things that we're going to prepare for a multitude of things, but we're going to prepare for a lot of guys in the box. They're going to try to stop the run and be physical at the point of attack. It's going to have to be. We got to be more two-dimensional there. Zayden was 14 of 27. We've got to limit the mistakes. Our decision-making needs to be crisper, cleaner. We need to get ball out a little bit faster. We have a couple plays there that we call the screen and we're throwing it downfield is not a recipe for success. When we call a play, we've got to execute the play. So it's just one of those things that we show flashes of being solid, and then, we kind of have a miscue here or there on some communication or thought process that we got to clean up. Especially now, mistakes are going to be magnified tenfold when it's win or go home. So it's just something that we got to make sure that we're on the same page and having everything accounted for.
Yeah, and Heelan throws the ball as well, over 1,200 yards passing. Noah Conley. There's three guys that have been throwing the ball, but Conley, the major quarterback, a little over 51%, in fact, just about 52% completion. What's his style? I mean, what does he look like here? You've faced a lot of good quarterbacks this season. What about this one?
Yeah, it's kind of the same old song and dance with, it's a big, long, lanky guy that can throw the ball and has the ability to scramble and run. He's definitely more of a look to run second, that I want to scramble and keep my eyes downfield, a lot like Storm Lake was. But you said it really well there, Tom. We've seen it. We've seen a lot of different teams, between Glenwood and their ability to pass run. Storm Lake game was very effective for us to get that eyes on a quarterback that can be elusive and effective like that. Even last week with Camden Carroll, a really good runner first type of kid, and that can still throw the ball. So we've seen a lot of different looks. I feel like Heelan's probably going to be one of the best ones that we've seen, just because of where we're at in the playoffs here. That everybody's good from here on out.
Great to be in the postseason as well. Well, what's it going to come down to, Coach Bremer?
Who can control the line of scrimmage is the biggest thing. O&D line-wise, we've got to play really well this week. It's just something that we got to emphasize. We got to be more physical. We got to be, more sound at the point of attack with where our blocks are leading up to make sure that we're good to go there. And turnovers are going to be huge. We got to limit the turnovers as much as possible and try to be really ripping at that football and or jumping some passing lanes to make things more effective for us and put us in better field positions. So, the line of scrimmage and turnovers are going to be our two big keys that we're going to hammer on and focus.
Coach, thank you so much. Congrats and best of luck here tonight, and we'll see you afterwards.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks a lot, Tom.
We'll be back with a visit with John LaFleur, head coach for the Bishop Heelan Crusaders, coming up right now. And we're now joined by Bishop Heelan head coach John LaFleur as the Crusaders 7-2 coming into this contest tonight. And, Coach, congratulations for your postseason bid here again. And let's talk about the journey. Tough schedule for the Crusaders here throughout the season. And you guys played quite well down the stretch. Let's talk about kind of the journey here and what was kind of the keys to success for this group.
Really proud of how the kids played through what we all thought was a fairly tough schedule. Our out-of-district play, we played 2 5A schools and 2 4A schools, and one traditionally was Sioux City East, kind of a longtime rival of ours, and turned out to be a really fantastic game. Didn't quite end up on our the way we wanted to, but we took them to double overtime and just missed out on a 2-point conversion. But, I think it helped sharpen us to go into what I thought was a really difficult district. I think our district had some really, really good football teams in it, and it was a dogfight every week. You had to be ready to play, and we were fortunate to come out on top on most of them. Gave up one here this past week, and it gave us a good opportunity to learn on some things that we need to get better at and improve to go play a really good Atlantic team.
I like your perspective. Falls short, but you look at it in a positive way. That's impressive, Coach. Talk about Casson, your running back, Casson Thomas, 1,076 yards. And when you think of Heelan, Bishop Heelan, you always think of some of the great running backs you've had in the past. And we go back to the Wagger era back in those days. In fact, he played Atlantic back in the day and was really fun to watch. But what about Casson Thomas here? What can you tell us about him?
Casson's a pretty unique athlete, really special, really gifted kid. Obviously, he's committed to go to Iowa. Makes me happy as a former Hawkeye myself. But, a really good kid. Above everything else of being gifted athletically, he's a really humble kid. He's a good leader for our team. But, he is gifted. There's no doubt about it. He's 6'2", weighing about 222 and a quarter. And, he's gifted with speed, strength, all the things that make him a really highly coveted Division I prospect. And he's good on both sides of the ball. He's been really good for us for, this going on 3 years now. And we just we're very fortunate to have a kid like him, and fortunate to have him being able to recognize what his talents are and to remain humble and to be a leader. It's a pretty unique. It's fairly unique for a person.
And passing game has been solid with over 1,200 yards of passing, mainly from the arm of Noah Conley, who's completed about almost 52% of his passes, Coach. You've got to be pleased with his efforts, right?
Yeah, we are. Noah's done a nice job for us. We had a little hiccup last week and threw a couple of interceptions, couple thrown off his back foot, and he knows not to do those things moving forward. But overall, he's done a nice job managing the game for us. We knew that we wanted to try to be a balanced offense this year, and I guess didn't really recognize how balanced we really were till I looked to our final stats, and we're pretty close. So it's in order to be able to keep teams from entirely keying on Kaysen, we have to be able to throw the ball, and Noah's done a nice job with that. And we've got some nice receivers as well. We've got Grant Wickham and Prince Weigba and J.J. Hope and Dylan Knapp, and then as a tight end, we've got a really nice kid, Caden Lester, is a big, tall kid that has some nice hands and presents some matchup problems.
Yeah, Whitcomb, 384 yards receiving. You've got Lester, you mentioned, 388, and then Weigba. Is it Weigba?
Weigba, yes, sir.
Weigba, 226 receiving yards. So, boy, yes, you do. You've got a couple of dimensions here on that offensive end, which, how important is that when you get to postseason to be able to have that kind of balance?
Yeah, you have to. Like I said, it'd be pretty easy for us to turn around and hand the ball to Kaysen and/or our other back, Avery Favors, as well, and just let them do what they're going to do. But if we want to be successful, I think we have to be diversified. We have to be balanced, and we're trying to continue to do that and have our hands full against an Atlantic defense that plays really sound football this week.
Well, let's talk about Atlantic, Coach, and transition to what you think you're preparing for here with the Trojans.
Well, the first thing jumps off is number 9, McNeil. Obviously, really fast, really quick. Number 4, 3A, number 4 rusher in 3A, and he presents a lot of problems if we can't keep him contained, and that's difficult to do, especially when they have a lead blocker like I think it's the McLaren kid, yes, number 42. He is a load. He looks like a man playing amongst boys out there, and it's that's that combination between those two and a pretty healthy offensive line is what they have. We're going to have some issues, and they like to line up. Just looking at film, they certainly like to line up and play smash mouth big boy football, and we're going to have to be ready to go from the get go, or we're going to struggle.
Yeah, McLaren is South Dakota State University commit here as a fullback, and not many college teams run fullbacks, but the Jackrabbits do, and then that's where he is headed here this fall. Well, Coach, thank you so much. What do you think the game's going to come down to here?
Well, I think it comes down to, penalties and turnovers. Usually when you get two good teams, which I think we have going into the playoffs, usually, if you make the playoffs, you're usually a pretty good football team. And it comes down to, penalties and turnovers. And whoever limits the penalties and is able to turn the other guy over and hold on to the ball themselves, that's generally who's going to end up on the winning end. And we'll do our best to try to give Atlantic a good game, and we'll see what happens.
Well, Coach, thank you so much. We appreciate you, and the best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Tom. I sure appreciate it.
John LaFleur, head coach of the Bishop Heelan Crusaders. We'll be back with a lot more pregame. We'll have the keys to the game brought to you by Cass Health. That's coming up next year on KS 95.7 FM and our live stream, westerniowatoday.com TV and YouTube.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff with Lyman Ag Supply. When you partner with Lyman Ag for your fields, you'll experience our seedsmanship at work, committed to working with you through year-round customized service. We are committed to your success. It starts with placing products to perform, extends to evaluating crop development throughout the season, and continues well after harvest into planning for next year. Expert advice, customized service, and elite products. We're Lyman Ag Supply, and our goal is your profitability. Give us a call.
When you are in need of fuel, trust the company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic, locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
MyChart is an online service through Cass Health that gives you instant access to your personal health records, keeps you in touch with your healthcare provider, and can do prescription renewals or refills. It's easy to access on your computer or smartphone. With MyChart, you can also request and review appointments, check in ahead of appointments, and see test results. Sign up or learn more at mychart.casshealth.org or stop by Cass Health to sign up. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan Stadium here in Sioux City, Iowa, as the Trojans and the Crusaders are getting set to kick off here in about 21 minutes here on this cool, breezy night here in Sioux City. It's playoff time and the weather turns. We've had great weather during the regular season and a little cooler autumn weather here tonight, but both these teams are ready to go, and we're looking forward to bringing you this one here on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream presented by Brocker Carnes & Carnes, Elvis Haas, State Farm Insurance Agent, and Rolling Hills Bank and Trust. Well, let's take a look at the keys to the game. It's brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors, Perry Fief. And what do you got?
Well, first of all, it feels weird to be back at this stadium because this is the first stadium I ever announced at in 2006. So it's the same old stadium but with turf.
Yeah.
Very nice press box. All right. Anyway, my keys, and again, I don't know what the coaches say. I pick them out before they talk. But my first key was ball control. But I've been saying that for the last 3-4 weeks. I mean, if Atlantic can control the ball and keep, it sounds to me like the Heelan's got pretty good offense. They got some serious weapons. Keep them on the sideline. That would be awesome if we can just, like I always say, hog the clock, hog the ball, just take control of the game with your offense. And that makes a good defense at the same time. Now, I wrote it down, don't get mad, Fergie. I wrote down turnovers and special teams.
He stole mine.
Okay. Because I think special teams will be something tonight, especially with this weather. I mean, there is a pretty good breeze coming out of looks like the north going, I don't know which way besides north. Or going, it's coming out of the north. And so I don't know how the passing is going to be at first. They're just going to play with it. And then my third key, and I've heard this from coaches all over, man, just leave everything out on the field. I mean, you just got to play with your heart tonight. You got to play with attitude. You just play like there's no tomorrow, because one of these teams there is going to be no tomorrow after tonight. So let's just see who's going to play the hardest.
Very good, Perry. Thank you very much. Perry's Keys to the Game brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Kevin Ferguson, what do you have?
Well, I'm going to add to that, and I'm going to take a little different twist, and I agree with the turnovers. I agree with penalties, and I definitely agree with special teams. But I think a key to tonight's game could be the Atlantic offense and a little bit of a passing game to get some pressure off of McLaren and McNeil and Parker. I just think that could be, and that's exactly what the Heelan coach said about his team and their passing game. If Atlantic can do that, then I think we've got some guys that can play real well with them. Now, secondly, what didn't happen last week was getting off the field on defense. And that's going to be huge this week. You've got to get off the field. You've got to get into third and long situations and force that pass, because bad things happen when you pass. And one good thing, 3 bad, 1 good. So that's what I'm looking for. Is I'd just love to see those Atlantic Trojan defensive backs and our linemen get real physical and play a good pressure defense and get some pressure on that quarterback.
Very good. Thank you, Kevin Ferguson. Our keys of the game brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. Starting lineups coming up next, brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, local employees, and local decisions. The only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank since the beginning. The only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. We're back with the lineups right after this.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving,
Then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Hi, this is Tanner from your Atlantic Hy-Vee. You've seen your Atlantic Hy-Vee smiles beyond the aisles, out at the Cass County Fair, in the schools, helping at the food bank, and so much more. But we're not stopping there. We want to know, where else would you like to see us? Supporting our community isn't just something we do, it's who we are. Your Atlantic Hy-Vee, proud to serve, proud to give back, and always looking for the next way to make a difference. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
First Winnie Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
To Bishop Heelan Stadium here in Sioux City as the Atlantic Trojans and the Bishop Heelan Crusaders are getting set to kick it off here in about 15 minutes. And our live video stream presented by Brocker Carnes and Carnes, Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, and Elvis Hess State Farm Insurance Agent in Atlantic. Let's take a look at Bishop Heelan on the offensive end. First of all, Noah Conley, a 6'1", 180-pound senior. He's completed about 52% of his passes for just over 1,100 yards and 8 touchdown passes to just 4 interceptions this season. He's averaged about 15.5 yards per play in the air. And the Division I Iowa Hawkeye commit, Kason Thomas, at running back at 6'3", 225 and a senior. He's gained over 1,070 yards on the year. He averaged 6.6 yards per carry, 19 touchdowns, and his longest run 63 yards. Also, Grant Whitcomb, a receiver, 14 catches, 384 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And we'll see Prince Wigbaugh, 13 catches, 226 yards, 1 touchdown. Also, the tight end is tight end is Caden Lester, 6'4", 210, 28 catches, 388 yards. He leads the team just shy of 400 yards receiving and 4 touchdowns so far this season. So we got Conley, 6'1", 180 quarterback, Kason Thomas, 6'3", 225 senior running back. Grant Whitcomb will be at a receiver as well tonight, 6', 165. Zach Harper now, 5'11", 200 senior. Jonathan Hope, he'll be receiving as well, 5'9", 145 and a junior. And Caden Lester at 6'4", 210 and a senior. Your lineman, Max 2, 6', 225 and a junior. Jacob Galvin at right guard, 6'1", 260 senior. And the right tackle is Cole Sprague at 6'3", 250-pound senior. Left guard is Max Asoff, 6'2", 225 junior. And Nolan Mickey at 6', 240-pound junior. We'll also see Andy Favors in the backfield once in a while for the Crusaders. 76 carries, 278 yards, averaging just shy of 4 yards a carry, and a couple of touchdowns. Now for Atlantic, Zayden Parker, the quarterback, at 5'11", 195 and a senior, completing just shy of 48% of his passes, 641 yards, 5 touchdowns. Gab McLaren, the big fullback for Atlantic, 6'2", 240-pound senior, 74 carries for 502 yards, averaging just shy of 70 yards a carry, 8 touchdowns. His longest run, 50 yards. He's got some speed. Also running back Ethan McNeil, a 5'9", 170-pound junior. He is fourth in the Class 3A with 1,251 yards, averaging 6.7 yards a carry. He has over 1,400 all-purpose yards, which is ranking number 1 in Class 3A is McNeil. Corbin Ritter at a wideout, 6'1", 170, a senior. Xander Killian, 6'2", 175, and a sophomore. And Brock Goodrich, 6'2", 205-pound senior. They're going to be your receivers here. We may see Killian in the backfield as well. And at tight end, Roland Hedman, 6'1", 175, and a junior. Still looking for his first catch of the season. Traven Thomas at the center spot, 5'10", 250 sophomore. Cale Cameron, 6', 185 senior. And Donovan Hedrington, 5'10", 205 senior. Owen Miller at the 5'10", 240-pound sophomore. And Jack Muller, 6'3", 225-pound senior. And we may see Shelton Molia at receiver as well. He has 5 big catches for 133 yards and 2 big touchdowns for Atlantic. On defense for Heelan, linebackers, Kason Thomas, 6'3", 225, and a senior. We talked about him earlier on the offensive end. In fact, a lot of the Crusaders go both ways. Other linebackers, Avery Favors, 5'11", 200 senior. Matt Meyer, 6'1", 185, and a senior. Max Harpernow, 5'11", 200 senior. And the defensive backs, Jonathan Hope at 5'9", 145, and a junior. He has one pick this year. Grant Whitcomb, 6 foot 165, junior. 5 interceptions for Whitcomb. Caden Lester, 6'4", 210, a couple of picks. And the other defensive back, Dylan Knapp, 5'10", 160, and a sophomore with 31 tackles on the season from that defensive back spot. Nose tackle, Alex Lacey, 6 foot 260, senior. And also on the defensive line, Nolan Mickey at 6 foot 240, a junior, and Max Asoff at 6'2", 225-pound junior. For Atlantic on the defensive end, the linebackers, Carter Hadley, 5'8", 160, junior. Colin Rudy at 5'7", 165-pound senior. Jake Wales, 5'11", 210, junior. Shelton Walya, and on a defensive back at 6'4", 185, and a senior. Grant Petty, 6'2", 165, and a junior. And Hunter Nelson, 5'10", 165, senior. Sawyer Tail, a defensive back at 5'11", 165, and a senior. Your defensive ends, Jack Muller, 6'3", 225, senior. Brock Goodrich, 6'2", 205, senior. Donovan Hendrickton, it's 5'10", 205-pound senior. And Gab McLaren is 6'2", 240-pound senior for the Trojans. Those are your starting lineups, and we're going to get to the national anthem. It's brought to you by Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty and Trey Bricks, your local Stein representatives. We're back right after these.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience, quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
So you're having trouble hearing. Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? You know, hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Your home for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan here in Sioux City as the Crusaders now on the field with their navy blue jerseys, gold helmets, gold pants, kind of looks like Notre Dame type uniforms. In Atlantic, all white tonight in their black helmets here this evening as we're getting close to having our national anthem brought to you by Stein Seed. As Stein has yield, contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative, along with Trey Bricks as well as the Trojans and the Crusaders getting set to kick off here. About 7 minutes away, guys. How much are you looking forward to this, Perry?
I'm kind of excited about this. I mean, we kind of have the same body size, it looks like, on the offense and defense. So, I mean, this is going to be good. Like they said, this top 16 teams. It's great being one of the top 16 teams.
That's right. These are the last 16 teams standing here in Class of 3A here tonight. Winner of this game plays the winner of Des Moines Christian or Sioux Center as we wait for our national anthem. Then we'll keep it right here. Our live video stream presented by Brocker, Carnes & Carnes. Also, Rolling Hills Bank and Trust and Elvis Hess, your State Farm Insurance agent. We appreciate those folks for sponsoring our live video stream here tonight in Sioux City. Heelan and the Trojans from Atlantic Also brought to you by First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. Body Basic. Call 254-BODY to get your body back to basics. And the Seed Pros. So by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Ben Tiger, Gary Denklin, Nick Knutson. And Second Street Auto. Your transmission pros. Cass Health. The neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store. Your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. We look at these two football teams. We'll start with Atlantic as far as the offense goes. 2,076 yards of rushing coming in as a team, 641 yards of passing. And for Bishop Heelan, they've a little more balance offensively. They have about the same, they've rushed for just a little more this season, 1,349, but not much. They passed for 1,238 yards coming in. They're averaging about 4.5 yards per carry and 15.7 yards per catch are the Heelan Crusaders coming in here tonight for Atlantic. They're averaging about 6.5 yards on the ground. And, what can you say about offensive line that has really matured here over the season, Perry?
Oh, most definitely. Like we've been talking all year, this just seems like every game they've gotten a little better and better every game.
National Anthem coming up. It's brought to you by Stein Seed. As Stein has yield, contact Darren Petty and Trey Bricks, your local Stein representatives.
And you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We're getting close to the coin flip and the opening kickoff here at Bishop Heelan. We'll be back with the opening kickoff. It is brought to you by ASI. Don't miss the sound of the opening kickoff. Again, ASI and see audiologist Doug Leonard of ASI. Don't miss the sound of the opening kickoff. See audiologist Doug Leonard of ASI. We're back right after this.
It's 4th and long, and you're gearing up for the drive of the game. But wait, are your tires ready to go the distance? This is Josh. Extreme Auto has the tires your vehicle needs to tackle every mile. Whether it's the daily runs, the weekend getaway, or on the road to the big game, Extreme Auto keeps you rolling strong. Don't punt on safety. Score big with new tires from Extreme Auto in Atlantic. Extreme Auto. Every drive is a winning drive.
Every client's needs are unique. At Armor Insurance, we're dedicated to getting you the best coverage at the best price. How do we do it? By working with multiple trusted insurance carriers. Why? Because one size doesn't fit all. Neither does one carrier. As your agent, we will work to find the right coverage that fits your home, auto, farm, crop, business, life, or health insurance needs. We don't just offer options, we inform you about them, ensuring you understand your choices from coverage through claims. So here at Armor Insurance, we're here to protect you. Armor Insurance with locations in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs.
So you're having trouble hearing. Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? You know, hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll. Strategy for long-term successful communication. Let's win the hearing loss battle together. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Now time for high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan Stadium in Atlantic. They believe what they do, Perry, here.
They won the toss, and they deferred like they usually do.
They usually do. So Atlantic will kick off, and Heelan will receive. They'll move right to left on your screen, on your TV. Thanks for joining us here for playoff football here on KS 95.7 FM on our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com, presented by Brocker Carnes & Carnes, Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, and Elvis Haas, your State Farm Insurance agent in Atlantic. Trojan will kick it away. We'll see Ellison and also Killian have been kicking off. They've been kind of splitting times so far this season. And when you look at Killian, he has 5 touchbacks. Ellison has a couple. And we'll see which one of those guys will be kicking off for Atlantic. And deep back, Hope is one of the deep backs for the Bishop Heelan Crusaders. He's deep at about his 10-yard line. Then they have 2 up backs for the Heelan. Wigbaugh is on the near side. His number 2 is what he's wearing. On the far side is Knapp. For Heelan, they line up about their 20-yard line.
Go ahead.
It's going to be Killian that's going to be kicking away for the Trojans as we are getting underway here at Bishop Heelan.
It looks to me like Heelan's got, like, I hate to say it, but all receivers or something on that field. I don't see no fat dudes like to block.
They've got a lot of good hands people up front.
They do.
Right there in midfield. So here we go. Getting set to go again. Hope is the deep back for the Bishop Heelan Crusaders. Jonathan Hope, he stands back at his 10-yard line. It's going to be Killian kicking off for Atlantic. Here we go. Killian will kick left to right. The sophomore getting the signal from the referee, and there it is, and Killian kicks it away. It's a high end over end, and it's run down by Hope at the 10, drops it, picks it back up at the 12, gets to the 15, now cuts outside, he's wrapped up, and he's going to be dropped as Ben McLaren gets downfield at about the 12-yard line. Great coverage by the Trojans.
Yeah. He's been on great field. He's done great all kickoff season for him. I mean, freshman getting to play on the kickoff team, that's pretty cool.
So Heelan will have it first down and 10. They're going to mark the football at about the 15-yard line. First down and 10 for Heelan. The ball on the far hash mark. They'll come up. They'll split out one receiver wide. Their side, that's Prince Wigbaugh. One receiver left. I formation backfield with the Iowa Hawkeye commit. Kason Thomas, the tailback. Conley, the quarterback, will set up under center on a first down and 10. Here's a snap, handoff to the tailback Thomas, and he rolls forward to about the 20. We'll see where he marked the football, gain of 6 to the 21. That'll bring up a second down and 4.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bull. I mean, he kind of like our fullback.
Right between the tackles, kind of what you would expect right now.
Wigbaugh wide left. They'll send Grant Whitcomb wide right. Again, that I formation backfield with Thomas, the tailback, on a second down and 4 from the 21 of Heelan. Snap, handoff, Thomas again. He finds a hole, shoots through across the 25 to the 20, 30-yard line, 31. And it's going to be a first and 10, a brown shoe fit first down for Bishop Heelan. Right up the same play again.
And I'm watching, they pull their guards. I mean, these offensive linemen either doing crossbucks or something, but you can see them creating a big hole.
Quick huddle, and Thomas with 1,076 yards coming in. He has 2 carries here early. First down and 10, a brown shoe fit first down at the 31 of Heelan. Out of the gun, Conley, he'll wing it right. Caught by Whitcomb. He gets across the 40, 45, down the far sideline, 50, 40, and he's dropped down inside the 40-yard line by Gavin McLaren, who run him down. Whitcomb makes the catch for Heelan, and they get another brown shoe fit first down. Whitcomb with his 15th catch of the year. He came in with 384 yards receiving and a first down and 10.
Well, that quarterback gets that ball out quick.
Yeah, he passed it to the inside receiver, who then went to the outside and let the outside receiver come in and give him a good block that sprung him downfield.
Ball at the 37-yard line of Atlantic on a first down and 10 for the Crusaders. Conley will set up under center this time with receivers left and right. Conley on a first down and 10. 10:41 to go first quarter. Here's the snap, and here's Thomas again. Gets the edge. He gets across the 35, 30, 25, 20,
no holding.
15, 10, 5, a touchdown.
Wow.
I believe that is a TD, and we'll see.
No, I don't know.
We're going to mark it back up. We're going to mark it back at the 5-yard line. About the 6-yard line, Thomas on a big carry. And another brown shoe fit first down. They get in that Armor Insurance red zone. And Armor Insurance, to make sure your protection never breaks down, call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. The ball is spotted at the Trojan 6. They'll send Knapp wide right. One receiver, that's wing ball to the left side for Bishop Heelan. Thomas has been the workhorse here in this drive. Conley under center. Thomas again off the right side, ducks inside. He's going to be short. He gets across the 5. Short yardage for Kason Thomas, the University of Iowa recruit. A 4-star recruit. They're going to mark the football at the 4-yard line. The Trojans second down and goal from the 4.
Atlantic's D-line did a pretty good job. They kept them, to 2 yards? So they did good on that. I mean, this is where you always say, pin your ears back.
Second down and goal for the Crusaders at the Trojan 4-yard line. 10 minutes to play here this first quarter on the Seed Pros, the scoreboard. Yep, back. Here's Conley under center. Takes the snap. And off to Thomas. Touchdown, Heelan. Touchdown, Bishop Heelan. A 4-yard run by Kason Thomas. He just picked up his 20th touchdown of the season. Wow. And boy, Bishop Heelan made quick work, didn't they?
Yes, they did. I mean, that offensive line, they made some pretty good holes for that running back.
Kason Thomas was the workhorse on that drive. Except for that pass to Whitcomb, he carried the ball every time. And the PAT coming up with Diego Gonzalez to attempt the point after touchdown for Bishop Heelan. 6-0 Heelan here. And the point after by Gonzalez. The set, the kick is up, and it is good. 7-0. Heelan with the lead in their opening drive. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yields. From the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. We're back with the kick right after this 30-second timeout.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan as the Crusaders on a quick drive. They start on the 15-yard line. They go 85 yards and a score on that impressive drive by the home team here.
And we're probably going to see a return possibility because I noticed they have 0 touchbacks on the year, Tom.
That's exactly right. As Gonzalez will kick it away for Heelan. 9:49 to go first quarter. There's the kick, a high end over and short. It's going to be caught at about the 20-yard line, and rolling is Hagan. It gets to the 25 and it buried right there. About a 5-yard return for Landon Hagan, and the Trojans have it a first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. But impressive drive, guys.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the offensive line was clicking. They were making holes. The Atlantic's got to do the same thing, but take more time off the clock.
Trojans have the football, first down and 10, their own 25. 9:43 to go in the first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. They'll send Ritter wide right. Brock Goodrich wide left, eye backfield behind to Parker. He'll take it, he'll hand off to Ethan McNeil, and he is hit for a short gain for the Trojans. It's across the 25, and I'm not sure he got anything there, guys. He might have got a half a yard. It's going to be second down and 10. Good defense on the right side by the Crusaders. So the Trojans line up on a second down. We'll call it about 9, second and 9, just outside the Trojan 25-yard line. They'll send Ritter wide right, Goodrich left. They load up the left side with wingback McLaren. Lone setback is McNeil. He's going to get the pitch, trying to get the outside edge. And he gets some yardage across the 30. And he's bumped down at about the 37, 38-yard line. We'll get the spot here. But a good gain by McNeil off the left side.
Most good gain.
He picked up about 9 yards in the play. Third down and 1 for the Trojans. A good play for McNeil and good convoy head of him on the outside.
Yeah, it looked like a real good convoy. It looked like there was some good blocking. And, again, we just know how much better he is when he goes to the outside.
Ball at the 34-yard line of Atlantic on a third down and 1. High backfield behind Zayden Parker, the quarterback. He'll take it. He'll give it to McLaren, and he pounds forward. First like he hits across the 35 to about the 36. A gain of 2. It's going to be a brown shoe fit first down.
Yeah, but Yeah, yep. You got to give it the Brahma Bowl every once in a while.
Gain of a couple of yards for McLaren, who came into the contest with 502 yards rushing. That was his 75th carry of the season. He's been the main blocker out of the backfield for Ethan McNeil throughout the season. As a first down at 10 Atlantic, a Brown shoe fit first down, thrown 36-yard line. Trojans come up with 8:30 to play here in this first quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard eye backfield behind Zayden Parker. They'll send Ritter wide left and Gooders right. Here's the snap and the pass caught by McNeil. Gets across the 35 and dives forward to about the 39-yard line. A little flare pass to McNeil off the left side.
That worked pretty good. We got a good 5 yards, it looks like.
Actually, that's going to be a run because it was thrown
backwards. Yep.
Pick up a 4. Second down and 6 for the Trojans. The football is spotted on their own 40-yard line. So 4-yard gain, a catch by McNeil, and we rarely see him catch the football. He's been mainly a runner with 187 carries for 1,251 yards coming in. That's 4th best in 3A. Twin receivers right, Parker the snap. Oh, McNeil dropped the snap. The ball is loose on the floor, and I believe Bishop Heelan got the football. That ball just bounced off of McNeil's breadbasket, and the Crusaders will get the football at about the 41-yard line of Atlantic.
Yeah, that was one of the keys. We got to watch the fumbles. Or turnovers, I should say.
So ball Atlantic 41, Bishop Heelan first down at 10. The Trojans did to pick up a first down on that drive. Now Heelan with the football with 7:43 to play here in this first quarter on the Seed Pros scoreboard. They'll send Dylan Knapp wide right. Wig ball left, eye backfield behind the quarterback Conley. Noah Conley, now he's going to change the play, I believe. Harper now the fullback with Thomas the tailback. There's a snap back, and they're going to give to Thomas off the right side, and he gets through across the 35 down the 31-yard line. Thomas explodes off that right tackle.
Yeah, he does. I mean, but that hole is there, and he gets there fast, and he's a hard runner. I mean.
And then he's got some muscle to put behind him.
Yeah.
Pickup of 9 the play. Second down and 1 for Heelan. 7:20 to go here in this first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Heelan up 7-0. They're going to send with the Wig ball left along with Dylan Knapp. They'll have Lester to the right side. He's got just shy of 400 yards receiving. He'll be that tight end to the right side, and Hope now will go split wide right. Empty backfield for Noah Conley, the quarterback, on a 2nd and 1. Back in motion, and they're going to pitch back, and it's going to be a pass. There's a pass downfield. Caught inside the 10. That's Knapp with the catch and the run. In the Armor Insurance red zone on the Brown shoe fit first down, and a lefty. And Knapp made the catch, and they're going to get the ball right at the 10-yard line of the Trojans.
This is trickery plays right off the bat.
6:43 to go, first quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard, and the Crusaders up 7-0. They'll send a Knapp wide right, and Wigball wide left. Conley, the quarterback, will set up under center of the football at the 10-yard line of Atlantic. Harpino, the fullback, and Kaysen Thomas, the tailback. Here's the snap. Thomas, right side, gets a hold, breaks through across the 5, and he helps down to about the 2-yard line. Second and goal for Heelan.
That offensive line, they make some holes now, but he runs hard. He gets right through them holes.
Yeah, they're running right behind Max Asoff, the 6'2", 225-pound junior, and he's been blowing holes open. The ball at the 2 of Atlantic on a second down and goal. With 5:55 to go. In fact, it's inside the 2, about the 1. Backfield is Thomas. Conley works out of the shotgun. The double tight end set. They load the box in the offensive end. Conley, Kaysen Thomas puts his head down, dives forward, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Heelan. And they're up 13-0 with 5:38 to play here in this first quarter as they took advantage of a turnover. And a 1-yard run for Kaysen Thomas, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Gonzalez will be in to kick the point after touchdown for Bishop Heelan. 13-0 Crusaders. Gonzalez waiting. 5:38 to go here, first quarter. Snap, the set, the kick is up, and it is good. 14-0, Bishop Heelan with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Home for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Well, Fergie, turnovers will kill you. And talk about that drive. There's a quick one, and they're controlling the line of scrimmage on the offensive end.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They're getting in, getting a little gap, and then shutting the back door on the Trojans.
Thomas with his 21st touchdown of the season for Bishop Heelan. And the kickoff by Gonzalez coming up with McNeil deep with Killian. There's the kickoff. It's a high end over end. Hagen back at the 4-yard line across the 5-10. Gets to the 15. Now he's hit and buried at the 15-yard line and pushed back. Good special teams by the Crusaders. Atlantic will have it a first down and 10. We'll see where they mark the football. They're going to get about the 15-yard line. Hagen on the return for the Trojans.
Heelan, they must have a good track team too, because those guys are quick.
They're fast. We talk about the speed of Atlantic with Killian and the like of Ethan McNeil, even McLaren with good speed.
Yeah, but these guys, Heelan, they were down there.
Off the 16 of Atlantic at a first down and 10. Parker under center takes the snap. McNeil has a hole. He gets through it across the 15, 20, 25, 30 down the other sideline. And he's bumped out of bounds across the 35 all the way to the 39. We'll see where they mark the football. McNeil had a nice hole off that right side.
That's a very nice block. I mean, that hole, he's got the speed, so it didn't take him long to hit it. And it was perfect blocking. And they saw the speed that he has, and that's just a good call. Good offensive call.
41-yard line of Atlantic at a first down and 10. A Brown Sioux at first down. 5:13 to play here in this first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. They'll send Ritter wide right. High backfield behind Parker under center. He'll pitch it back to McNeil behind McLaren. Runs through a tackle, gets across the 40, and he's brought down around the 44, 45-yard line. We'll see where they mark the football on that far side. It's going to be a gain of 3. Second down and 7 for Atlantic at the 44. The Trojan 44.
I'd say it looks like a gain of 4, yeah. Like I said, if you can get 4 to 5 your first down, that's good.
The ball back in the Trojan 44 and the second down and 7. 14-0, Heelan with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 4.5 to play first quarter. Ritter wide rights under center. I believe Heelan jumped offside.
Yeah, they did.
Atlantic gets a free 5.
You got to like that.
They'll move it up the 49-yard line.
I think it was I don't know what they're running. What are they running? 4-3? Is that what they run on defense?
They run a 3 front and we'll...
3 front? So they're
3-4.
3-4?
And sometimes 5.
Okay.
Second down and 1, or second down and 2, I should say, at the Trojan 49-yard line. They have 1 first down so far in this first quarter on that opening drive. This is their second drive of the game. 4:15 to go. High backfield behind the quarterback. Zayden Parker. He'll duck under. Here's a snap. Hand up. Play action. He's going to throw the football. He's got a man in a corner pattern, and it is incomplete. Killian was the intended receiver, and Whitcomb was the defensive back. And that'll bring up a third down and a pair for Atlantic. 3rd and 2 for their own 49.
It was a good throw, good route. Just that defensive back just did his job, and he jumped just in time to kind of knock it away.
Whitcomb has 5 interceptions on the season to lead the team. And Atlantic has a 3rd down and 2 for their own 49-yard line. 4 minutes left to go, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Under center, Parker, he'll hand off to McNeil, cuts outside, gets the first down across midfield, inside the 45 of Heelan, down to the 43-yard line. They're going to mark at the 44, and a Brown Shoe fit first down. They go around that left edge.
Yep, I think they've kind of seen something right there, and they keep going on that left side, but his big run was on the right side, so, I mean, I think they're finding out they can get to the outside.
3:44 to go, first quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. The football at the Heelan 44-yard line. Another Brown Sioux fit first down for Atlantic, and a good run by McNeil and good blocking ahead of him. Killian wide right. Ritter left, eye backfield. Here's the snap. The big guy, McLaren, he plows forward, and he's going to be piled up.
He's
but he
going.
gets some positive yards down about the 42-yard line. He picked up about 2.
About 3. Oh, yeah, you're right,
to 3. 2nd down and 8 for the Trojans. So McLaren with the carry. Football spotted just inside the 42 of Bishop Heelan. Trojans down 14-0, but driving here with 3:05 to go here in this first quarter of the Seed Pros. Ritter wide left. Xander Killian to the right. Parker under center, eye backfield behind him, and Heelan jumped offside again. I don't know what Parker must be changing up the count.
I think that's good.
Nice job by Parker, huh? 5-yard penalty against the Crusaders. Their second encroachment call here in this drive, and Atlantic picking up 10 good yards here on this drive. Off penalties, the ball at the 37-yard line, just inside of Heelan's.
Don't slow down their aggression.
Good point.
Firing off the ball. I'll keep them sit back.
2nd down and a short 3 for Atlantic. The ball at the 37. Here's going to be the handoff. McLaren runs into the wall, bounces outside, and then he's pummeled back at the 39-yard line.
Wooster.
Ran into a wall and
ran into 7.
That's Kason Thomas.
Yeah.
The linebacker.
Yeah,
you don't see him stood up very often.
No, 2 Division I guys. This one head-to-head.
Thomas had 32 tackles coming in, 21 solos. Plays both sides of the ball like many of these Heelan players do. 3rd down and 3 for Atlantic at the 38-yard line of Heelan. 14-0 in favor of the Crusaders. Parker out of the shotgun. He sends McLaren in motion. High snap. Here's the pass caught by Killian, and he's tripped up and dropped to the 40. Dylan Knapp made the stop. He grabbed it around the shoestrings. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for Atlantic at the 40-yard line of Bishop Heelan.
Well, you guys were watching the play, but I watched McLaren level number 1. He went to go make a block, and number 1 was not expecting that.
The ball at the 40-yard line of the Crusaders. 4th down and 6 for the Trojans. They're going to go for it, of course, here at the 40, down 14-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And a long huddle for Atlantic. 10 seconds on the play clock as they come up. Ball at the 40 of Heelan on a 4th down and 6. Here's Parker from the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw. He gets rid of it, but he's hit as he threw it up in the air, and it's incomplete, but a great job.
Oh, he got hit hard.
A big rush by Avery Favors, who had 3.5 sacks coming in, and he hit Parker just as he released, and that ball fluttered like a wounded duck, and Heelan not quite able to get to it, but they'll have it a 1st down and 10. They turn the Trojans away, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Crusaders with 1:14 to go, first quarter.
Well, like you said, he got tattooed.
Favors was coming fast and just got a body on him as he released the football.
Yeah, it was a blue and gold tattoo.
Yeah.
Bishop Heelan will have it back on a 1st down and 10. They're going to mark the ball at the 44-yard line of Heelan. They've had, except for the opening drive, is a good field position with that fumble recovery.
Right.
Now they turn away Atlantic on downs. Now they're going to, there we go, adjust the change here. It's going to be
there we go.
At the 40.
40.
There we go.
Yeah.
Incomplete pass. 1:14 to go here in this first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Twin receivers right. Harpino the fullback and Kason Thomas the tailback for Heelan. Conley looks over to the sideline to get the play. Play clock at 13 seconds. He has plenty of time, and Conley will duck under center. High backfield behind him. Harpino right behind the quarterback. Thomas off the left tackle, breaks through across the 45, and he's brought down at midfield by Carter Hadley. Or Sawyer Terrell, excuse me. Terrell made the stop, but it's going to be close. That is a 1st down. They get across midfield, the 49 of Atlantic, and Brown Sioux for 1st down.
What's number 4's name for?
Favors.
Favors?
Yep.
Say he's in right now for running back.
And Favors does get some carries, Perry. Thank you for that. The tackle made by Terrell. Now Conley will bring up on a 1st down at 10, 48 seconds to go here, first quarter. Ball at the 49-yard line of Atlantic. High backfield behind the quarterback, Noah Conley. Harpino the fullback, and Favors now the tailback. Here's a snap. And off the Favors, hit the backfield and dropped for loss inside midfield, back to 48. Good job by Goodrich to get in there and company. That's going to bring up a second down and about 12 yards to go for Heelan at their own 49-yard line.
That was a nice defense for Atlantic right there.
Yes, it was. It's nice to see. They broke that first barrier and got to the backfield quick, Perry, and that's when it's time for the running back to make funny decisions.
Yup.
We're through one as we start the second quarter. It'll be second down and 12 for Heelan from their own 49-yard line. Heelan up 14-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds on KS 95.7 FM, our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan as the Crusaders lead the Trojans 14-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. They started with an 85-yard drive. When I say the Crusaders and Kason Thomas carried the load, Whitcomb had a big pass catch on that drive as well, and it was 7-0 after Gonzalez extra point. And then the Crusaders recovered a Trojan fumble, and it was Thomas scoring from a yard out, scoring his 21st touchdown of the season to put Heelan up 14-0 after the PAT by Gonzalez. Now it's a second down and 12 for Heelan at the own 49-yard line, high backfield. Behind Conley, the quarterback. He'll turn, play action, wants to throw, fires, and he's caught by Knapp inside the 45, down the 42-yard line. Good gain of the play, a gain of 10 of that pass play to Dylan Knapp, who made the catch. It'll be third down and about 3 yards to go.
I mean, the quarterback's got a pretty good throw. Even on the run, he threw it very well.
And he gets rid of it quick.
Yeah.
Trojans having a hard time getting to him as he's, like you said, guys, he has a quick release and a third down and 3 from the 42 of Atlantic. Conley under center, high backfield behind him. He'll turn and he'll hand off to Thomas. He's hit. Oh, Moore with the bear hug and the slam at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
WWF right there.
Oh, man.
It was like
fourth down and 1. That was a Chris Houghton hit right there.
Or he was like trying to, what do you call that, when you wrestle a steer and wrap his legs up? Yeah, that's what he just threw the thing on the ground.
Yeah, he was steer wrestling.
Steer wrestling, there you go.
Thomas able to get up. Fourth down and 1 for the Crusaders at the Trojan 40-yard line. Ball near hash mark, early second quarter. 14-0 Heelan on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Sneak by Conley, gets it easily. Down about the 35, a pickup of 5 on the play. Conley on a quarterback sneak, and a Brown shoe fit first down.
Yeah, the only thing Jack was missing was the rope to tie his legs up.
Yeah.
Ball the 35 of Atlantic and a first down and 10 for Heelan. 10:23 to go here in this first quarter on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 14-0. Crusaders with the lead. Conley works out of the shotgun. The snap, handoff to Kason Thomas. Cuts back inside, hurdles and gets to the 30. And ends up inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line of Atlantic with a gain of 6 in the play, second down and 4. Jack Muller again made the stop for the Trojans. The defensive end.
There's just so many bodies on bodies out there, and he just picks his way through it.
He does. I mean, like Tommy said, he hurdled somebody.
Here they come on a second down for the 29-yard line of Atlantic. Conley out of the shotgun, takes a snap. This is Kason Thomas again, right up the gut across the 25. And he's brought down at about the 22-yard line, a gain of 7 on the play. Another Brown shoe fit first down for the Crusaders as they get near that Armor Insurance red zone and a 14-0 lead. Lester comes back in at tight end. Dylan Knapp comes in. They exchange offensive linemen.
Time for a turnover, Trojans.
Also, Bodie Schramm comes out. Dylan Knapp wide right. One receiver left, that's Wiggum. Conley under center, takes the snap, hands off to the tailback. Favors this time, gets across the 20 and squirts forward about the 18-yard line. Now in that Armor Insurance red zone. A pickup of about 4 on the play. Second down and 6 for Avery Favors, the ball carrier. Favors had 76 carries coming in for 278 yards. Average just shy of 4 yards a carry and a couple of touchdowns. The ball marked at the Trojan 18-yard line, far hash. Wiggum wide right, Dylan Knapp left. Harping on the fullback and Favors in the backfield. And the snap back to Conley, and this is Favors, and he gets across the 15, and he bulls forward to about the 10. Pickup of 8 of the play, another Brown shoe fit first down to that Armor Insurance red zone. A first down and 10 of the Trojan 10-yard line.
Well, did you see what he did? He got to the hole and he hesitated and he waited for the hole to open, and then he took off.
And took a side step and forward. Yeah, very patient runner.
Crusaders, the Armor Insurance red zone. To make sure your protection never breaks down, call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. Ball at the 10. It's a first down and goal for the Crusaders with 7:57 to play first half, up 14-0. Under center, Conley, he'll take it. He'll keep it on a bootleg across the 10, down the 5, cuts inside, touchdown, Heelan. A 10-yard run by Conley with 7:46 to play first half. And Conley on a 10-yard run to polish off the drive. And it's a 20-0 lead for Heelan on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Just methodical. They did all on the ground that time.
Yeah, they just methodical. They just march down the field and they make good blocks and they read their blocks and helmet on helmet and they make yards.
Hope will hold and Gonzalez will kick. Here's a set. The kick is up right down Broadway and it is good. 21, Heelan. Nothing Atlantic. We're back in 30 seconds with more high school football.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan High School, Bishop Heelan Field here, and boy, the Crusaders dominate here in the first half, guys.
So far, I mean, we're getting some yards, but these guys are getting yardage and touchdowns. We're just getting some yards.
They start the drive and finish the drive, and that's the difference right now.
Gonzalez will kick it away again. For Atlantic, deep back, Ethan McNeil far side, Xander Killian on the near side. They stand back on their own 14-yard line, and Gonzalez with 3 PATs will do the kicking, 21-0 in favor of Heelan on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 7:46 to go here in this first half of play. Gonzalez steps into it. It's a high end over end. That thing is going to drift into the out of bounds. It was out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. And the Trojans will have decent field position to start this drive here in this second quarter. As you mentioned, guys, they've had some positive yards.
Yeah.
We'll see if Coach Brummer opens things up a little bit here on this drive.
I think you got to establish what your game plan is and just get a little bit going here on the ground and then maybe some over the top. How much time we got?
We're down to 7:46 to go here in this first half.
Get a drive. You're getting the ball back, and you could score on both drives, then you're only down 7.
Down the 35-yard line of Atlantic, they've got a first down and 10 after the kickoff went out of bounds, and Heelan loads the box. Here's a snap, handoff to McNeil. He's going to try to skirt the edge. Hope misses. Cross the 35, 40, 45. McNeil with a good run. We'll see where they mark the football, but looks like a Brown shoe fit first down.
Oh, yeah.
49.
Gets up to 49, a gain of 15 in the play. 14, I should say. And a nice run and good blocking. They sealed that edge on the right side of McNeil.
And McNeil he dodged 2 tackles. I mean, he did good.
He outran one.
Yeah, but he took the wrong angle, and they paid the price.
Hope trying to get him around the legs, and he ran right through it. First down and 10. A Brown Shoe fit first down for Atlantic at their own 49. Parker, play action, wants to throw. He'll launch a deep pass to Goodrich, and over-the-shoulder grab, and it's knocked away by Whitcomb. Good coverage by Whitcomb, who has 5 picks on the year and almost had number 6 there. Second down and 10, Atlantic at their own 49.
I'll tell you what, that number 1, he's small, but he can play DB. I mean, he's got wheels, and he's not afraid to go after the ball.
6 foot 165 junior is Whitcomb. Plays both sides, and good defense on his part. Had good coverage earlier in the first quarter. High backfield. Here's Parker. Pitch back to McNeil. Trying to get the left edge this time. And he's going to be hit and dropped for a loss on the play. And that's Whitcomb again, along with Dylan Knapp, that made the stop for Heelan. A collision back at about the 46. So a loss of 3 yards in the play. 3rd and 13 for Atlantic at their own 46-yard line. Heelan strung it out that time, and a good defensive play by Whitcomb and Dylan Knapp. 6:59 to play now in this first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Ball near Hash. Here come the Trojans. Parker now, they're showing a different look. Parker out of the gun with Ethan McNeil alone setback. Here's a snap. Parker wants to throw, rolls right, now stops. Oh, he's hit as he throws the football. And again, that is going to be incomplete. Boy, good pressure in there that time by Heelan's Matt Meyer, the linebacker.
They sent everybody but the DBs. I mean, everybody was coming.
So 4th down for the Trojans. 4th down and 13 for their own 46-yard line. Ball near hash mark. 6:38 to play here in this first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. And a punting situation for the Trojans on a 4th down. Good snap. Here's Killian's punt. It's a beauty. Backpedaling is Hope, and he catches it about the 10, 15, runs through a tackle, then he's going to be slammed down inside the 20. They'll mark it down. They're going to mark it about the 20 as forward progress, it looks like. And that's where Heelan takes over first down and 10 at their own 20.
Yep. Hetherington was down there. Of course, he's got speed. And Wales, I mean, it's nice to see them big boys getting down there with the speed.
Heelan with the football, their own 20-yard line with 6:27 to go in the first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. They've scored on some short runs, 4-1 and 10. Thomas with 2 of the touchdowns, and Conley, the quarterback, Noah Conley with the other. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Thomas back at tailback for Heelan from their own 20-yard line. There's a snap to Conley. He's going to throw it, fires a little out pattern, caught by Lester. He gets through a couple of tackles and then runs forward to the 29. Lester makes his first catch of the ball game. He led the team in yardage coming in and catches. He picked up his 29th catch here for now over almost 400 yards of receiving for the tight end, Caden Lester, 6'4", 210.
But they also line him up as receivers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's playing receiver right now.
2nd down and 1 on their own 29, Heelan. Snap back to Conley, play action. He's going to roll right, now fires, incomplete.
Man,
they'll bring up a 3rd down and 1, back of the 29. Nobody was there, and Lester was running down the numbers, and that one's underthrown, but good pressure by the Trojans.
Oh, great pressure.
Heelan 3rd down and 1 for their own 29-yard line, up 21-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 5:48 to go here in this second quarter.
Run to our left.
Under center, Conley, high backfield behind him. Here's the snap, and this is going to be the tailback. And nothing there. I think it's football. Atlantic got it. The ball is out, and Brock Goodrich able to get the fumble.
All right.
So the Trojans get a takeaway. The football at the 26.
Brock Goodrich.
Yeah, Brock got it. Atlantic has the ball at the 26 as they get a takeaway here.
All right, 1 for 1. You got to like that.
Trojans come up on a 1st down and 10. A Brown Shoe fit first down.
Going that way.
Here comes Aiden Parker to the huddle for the Trojans. 5:43 to go, second quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Landing down 21-0. Killian wide right, and they'll send Ritter wide left. Eye backfield behind the quarterback, Parker, and he'll take the snap and hand off to McLaren. Bursts off breaks the tackle and gets down inside the 25, close to 20-yard line.
Yeah, he got some good yardage on that one, didn't he?
Picked up about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 is McLaren on a quick hitter right up the gut. The 6'3", 245-pound fullback.
That was spinning around.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a guy that big and doing the spin like that and keep rumbling forward, that's just good for him.
Yeah, I like to see him get around the outside. He hit a 50-yarder this season. He has good speed for a big guy. 2nd down and 5, the 21 of Heelan. Here's McNeil out on the left side. Has a good hole across the 15. And the Trojans get another brown shoe fit first down. They get the ball down the 15-yard line, and McNeil with a gain of 6.
Yeah, but good block by McLaren. The old Moose.
Somebody's wanting to hold on that.
Oh, yeah.
He just took him out of his shoes.
It's like he finally got beat there.
Atlantic in the Armor Insurance red zone. To make sure your protection never breaks down, call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. Atlantic gets the ball to start the second half as well. Trojans are moving. 4:28 to go, first half. The football is spotted on the 15-yard line of Heelan. Parker sets under center. Here's the snap. McLaren and a quick hitter. Boy, there's nowhere to go. There's a pile up inside the 15, maybe down the 14.
I don't know. I don't know if Fergie saw it, but I think it took a while for the ball to get back to the quarterback, and the guys were firing off. And that's what it looked like.
I thought so, too. I think it was number 50 over there was way out.
So I just...
2nd down and 9 for Atlantic. The football inside the 15 to the 14-yard line of Bishop Heelan. 14 on the play clock for the Trojans. 3:47 to play first half, 21-0. Crusaders on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 2 receivers left, and McNeil lines up wide left with Ritter. McLaren the lone setback, and Parker out of the gun. He's going to hand off to McNeil on the edge, and he got a couple of yards inside that 15.
Yeah.
They're going to mark the ball at about the 13-yard line. Not much there.
No, I just don't know if he didn't read the blocks right, because McLaren had a block way outside, but you never know. These running backs, they might see something we don't.
Football inside the 15-yard line of the 13 and a 3rd down and 8. 3:07 to play here in this first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Ball for Hash, Ritter wide right. And McNeil now is going to be lined up in the slot right. Parker out of the shotgun. Wait a minute. Yeah, nope. There's a wildcat, Killian, and he's buried in the backfield. They lined up, and Killian took the snap, and he's dropped back at the 20-yard line.
I lost yardage on that.
Loss of 7, and that'll bring up a 4th down for the Trojans. So check their loss of 5. They're going to mark it.
Yeah, that snap was not in his favor when he has to go up and get it.
No.
It disrupts the timing of that, Perry.
Yep, a little bit. I mean,
ball at the 18-yard line of Heelan. 2:20 to go here in the first half. 4th down and 13 for Atlantic. Play clock at 10. Parker will work out the shotgun. And a little bit of a confusion there offensively, and Coach Brummer's going to have to call a timeout. And we'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. 4th down and 13 for Atlantic at the 18 of Heelan. 2:12 to go here in this first half. We're back right after this.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
High school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan as the Crusaders leading 21-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 2:12 to go here in this first half. The Trojans have a 4th down and 13 from the 18-yard line of Bishop Heelan. They got a turnover, trying to make it into some points here. Timeout was called as they had a little bit of confusion as far as the way they're going to align there offensively. They'll send Ritter wide right and Goodrich to slot right. Wallia's in there now, and receiver left. Parker out of the gun, and now we've got a whistle, and we've got a timeout. Coach LaFleur, they know about Molia.
Yeah, but it's like ruh-roh.
Coach LaFleur calls a timeout, and we'll take it with him. Back in 30 seconds here in Sioux City.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan as we have a fourth down for Atlantic and 13 at the Crusader 18-yard line as Coach Brummer inserted Shelton Wallia, who has a couple of touchdowns this season. And Wallia, 5 catches, 133 yards, and 2 big touchdowns for Atlantic. He'll line up wide left. Whitcomb is going to go one-on-one against Molia. The gun is Parker. He'll take the snap, looks to throw. Now he's going to stop and pop over the middle, and it is incomplete. Almost caught by Ritter, but great coverage by Hope. The defensive back for Heelan, he got a hand on it.
Yep, it was close. He about caught it, but those DBs for Heelan, they're pretty decent. I mean, these are some of the tougher DBs we've ever played.
Jonathan Hope had the deflection, knocked it away from Ritter and Hope with 1 interception this season. Just a junior. You're right, guys. Perry, those D-backs, they've had great coverage on the Trojans here tonight.
Because it's the quarterback, when he has time, he makes good throws. Our quarterbacks, they're covering him pretty good.
2:06 to play, first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. First and 10 for Heelan at their own 18-yard line. Receivers left and right. Under center. Conley turns, pitches back to Case and Thomas. Gets a block, gets the corner across the 20, and he's tripped up. As he has a nice carry across the 25.
Brock Goodrich did such a great job of pushing his guys back and forcing that more lateral, allowing the D-backs to get up. Great defense by Brock Goodrich.
Yes, it was.
That one could have gone a long ways without that.
Crusaders at their own 23-yard line, second down and 5. Conley under the gun, takes his snap, looks, fires, caught by Lester, and he runs out of bounds. A brown shoe fit first down up to the 30-yard line. Lester with his second catch of the night for Bishop Heelan. Over 400 yards on the year now for Lester, the tight end and wideout. Made his 30th catch of the year. No huddle. Heelan works quick. 1:28 to go.
I don't like that.
Well, the 28. Here's the step back to Conley. Back steps, and now he's going to be hit, and he's going to be dropped. Atlanta got pressure that time.
Donovan.
All right.
Donovan Hedrington in to make the stop for Atlantic. Also, Draven Smith was there rooting him on. Second down and long now for Heelan with 1:07 to play here in this first half of the Seed Pro scoreboard. 21-0 Heelan. Ball back at their own 24-yard line near hash mark. They'll send Lester wide right. He's been playing more wide out than tight end. Hope is wide left with Knapp. And the quarterback Conley out of the gun, takes the snap, steps back to throw. He has time now. He launches one deep to Lester. It's incomplete. Great coverage by Grant Petty. Petty was stride for stride with him.
Petty he got tackled. He was going to intercept it, and the number 11 kind of tackled him.
Third down and 14.
Oh, wait. We got an injury.
Grant is shaken up a little bit here on that play, and trying to tend to him here. Petty with great coverage for the Trojans, and a timeout's going to be called, and we'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. Heelan has the ball, third down and 14 at their own 24 with 41 seconds to go first half. Back right after this.
Attention RV and sprayer owners. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto is your local CarQuest retail store. Here's some valuable advice you'll thank me for later. Don't wait. Get your RV antifreeze now from Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto before fall prep and harvest take over your schedule. Available in single gallons, cases, bulk 55-gallon barrels. Winterize while the weather's still good, you'll be glad you did. Trust me, you'll say, that Amy Jo thinks so fast she's like a twin-turbocharged Z06 Corvette. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto, your winterization destination.
Welcome back to a Heelan as the Crusaders have a 3rd down and 14 at their own 24-yard line.
Oofta.
41 seconds to go. Trip receivers right. Conley with Favors now in the backfield to his left. Here's a snap out of the gun. He's going to throw the football. He's got time. Now the rush. Conley rolls. He's going to launch one. It's a drifter that goes out of bounds. Incomplete. Now the 4th down for Heelan.
Good defense by the Trojans. Very good defense.
That's their best defensive stand of the night. Okay. 34 seconds on the clock.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but that last run that 7 did,
Oh, put him at corner, yes.
He kind of had to set out the rest of the series because I think he got a little pull.
Here's Hope to punt. He's averaging about 27. Scooped up by the Trojans, Xander Killian. He gets to the 40-yard line of the Crusaders with 20 seconds.
He's crazy. Well,
he saved a lot of yards.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I'm not thinking that the 40-yard line there was the place to play shortstop.
No, and I mean, that's something you just do like in backyard football maybe, but
it worked.
It worked.
He didn't make an error for again.
No.
He picked it up clean. First and 10 Atlantic in the 40-yard line of Heelan. 27 seconds to go. First half. The Crusaders up 21-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Parker out of the gun, takes it. Looks to throw, now looks left. He lobs over the middle, and it is knocked away. Intercepted! Intercepted! This is Thomas at the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. A touchdown, Heelan. Oh, it was tipped, and then Thomas was able to pick it off. With 12 seconds to go, a pick 6 by Caden Thomas. I didn't see who tipped it.
I didn't either.
It was Heelan.
So it's going to be a touchdown, Heelan.
Went off a Heelan defender.
Yes, and it went right in the hands of Case and Thomas, who
he was rushing in too. So
yeah,
I was watching him rush in.
So a second turnover by Atlantic, a fumble, and then Heelan able to turn that into a score. And now Thomas with the pick 6, and Gonzalez will kick the PAT. 27-0 Heelan with 12 seconds to go in the first half. Tough break for the Trojans there. So Gonzalez waiting, and he'll get the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. Well, keep it right here is Heelan with that pick 6 by Case and Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Thomas has a 4-yard run for a TD, a 1-yard run for a TD, and now a pick 6 for a TD. It's 28-0. Bishop Heelan here at halftime.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know how he even intercepted it.
It was tipped right to his hands, and
he was rushing in too. That was just this. It must have been one heck of a tip.
Well, it kind of came off the guy's shoulder pads or helmet or something. And then it got up into the air traffic control area, crossed into the Sioux City Airport radar. It was so high.
And he took off like a jet.
He's got some quickness, and Heelan will kick it away here with 12 seconds on the clock here in the first half and a 28-0 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. They'll tee it up at the 40, and Gonzalez has been a busy guy. This will be his 5th kickoff of the night. Atlantic gets the ball to start the second half. A couple of tough breaks for the Trojans, a fumble, and now the pick 6. Atlantic has one takeaway, and here's Gonzalez to kick it away. One deep back for Atlantic is Killian. They got Ethan McNeil short about the 20-yard line, and here's Gonzalez kickoff. High end over end, Ethan McNeil at the 20, 25, cuts right side. Now back inside across the 30, and he gets to 32. On a good return for Ethan McNeil with 6 seconds to go here in this first half. 28-0 Heelan. They'll mark the football on the Trojan 32. Clock shows 6 seconds left to go here in this first half of play here at Heelan. Winner plays either Sioux Center or Des Moines Christian in that pod next Friday night. Trojans come to the line of scrimmage, their own 32-yard line, and they're going to just take a knee here and go into the locker room and regroup a little bit, and that's it here in this first half of play. Well, we get through. We've got some 3 video ads from the Iowa High School Athletic Association, and we'll take it back to the studios as well on KS 95.7 FM, and we're back right after these on 95.7, our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com, YouTube and TV.
Every client's needs are unique. At Armor Insurance, we're dedicated to getting you the best coverage at the best price. How do we do it? By working with multiple trusted insurance carriers. Why? Because one size doesn't fit all. Neither does one carrier. As your agent, we will work to find the right coverage that fits your home, auto, farm, crop, business, life, or health insurance needs. We don't just offer options, we inform you about them, ensuring you understand your choices from coverage through claims. So here at Armor Insurance, we're here to protect you. Armor Insurance with locations in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs.
When you are in need of fuel, trust the company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic, locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
ML State Farmers there.
Here in this first round game in Class of 3A, it was Kason Thomas on a 4-yard run that capped an 85-yard opening drive for the Crusaders, 7-0 after Gonzalez extra point. And then the Trojans fumbled the football, and the Crusaders took advantage of it. They scored on a 1-yard run by Thomas to make it a 14-0. And then Conley with a 10-yard run with 7:45 to play second quarter. And then Kason Thomas with pick 6 with 12 seconds left first half. And we stand at 28-0 in favor of the Crusaders. Our halftime is brought to you by Aiken Building Center. When you want it done right, see the folks who do it best. Aiken Building Center in Atlantic. And we're joined by Atlantic head cross-country coach, Mr. Dan Vargason here is the Trojans in Fort Dodge today with Katrina Williams running, and also Mason Betts with the really good finish as well. But it's been a good season. But let's talk about the state meet here at Fort Dodge, Coach.
Yeah, no, it was a nice day to run. Got a little bit windy on us, so that made it a little bit challenging. Wasn't the most ideal, but we've had years where it's covered in snow and things like that. So good just to get up there. And last year we decided to take the year off from going to Fort Dodge, so it was good to get some kids back up and qualify. I was really happy to see obviously Katrina get in there after missing it by a little bit last year. She got in. Finished 96th place, running around 21 minutes. And it was one of those days where you had to get out fast, and she went out and raced, and just fell off a little bit. But state meet is it's an animal, so when you go up there that first time, it can really get a hold of you. But she did a great job just going up battling, and you get to end your career at Fort Dodge. It doesn't matter. In my opinion, exactly how it goes when you get to do that. That's something to be proud of, and she was so close. And then to be able to end it that way, and her sister Tiffany, she got to run there, and there's multiple other Williams got to run there. So it's just really cool for her to get to run that. I was just really proud of the way that she went out and finished.
Mason Betts finished in the 30th area out of 100 and some runners. First-year runner for you, and I think he's one of the top 15 freshman or sophomore is finishing as well.
Yeah, went 39th overall, ran like a 16:40, and I think he was like top 10, 15 freshmen, sophomores in the state. So that's obviously something to be optimistic about, and something that if we can keep putting the work in with him, we'll see those results. And I don't see any reason why he wouldn't, with the wrestling that he's going to do, and then the off-season training that I know he'll do. I'm really excited for what that's going to bring. But today, again, he had to go out and compete. The goal was to go try to get a medal, and if you're going to try to get a medal at state, you got to get 15th place, and 15th today was somewhere in like a low 16s. So if you're going to do that, you got to go for it, and he did. And again, just trying to hang on to that is really challenging. I mean, the state champ today ran 14:48 and set a new state record again.
That's the guy that ran a sub-4 mile in the state track.
Yeah, he's going to Oregon for a reason.
Yeah.
So, when you get guys doing that, 4 guys going, sub 15:30 is just stupid nuts right now. So I was really happy the way that he ran as well, and it was just a great overall time. We had a bunch of kids go up with us. We had a group of 10 up there. They just had a great time going to ledges, hanging out, doing all that. But then kids went out and competed, so I was really happy the way they raced.
Well, let's wrap things up, and we'll start with your seniors here this season, Coach.
Yeah, we had a good amount of them. I can't even go through the list right now, but we just were in a better place this year. Our leadership was fantastic, and that was driven by the seniors, particularly Katrina. She was big on that. But we had a lot of kids who really helped us get our program from last year not qualifying, and we had some discipline issues, whether it was behavior, expectations, cutting corners, things like that. And a lot of those kids helped us get to where we wanted to be and move our program back to where we're competing again. Some of the kids that came up with us today to Fort Dodge said, I want to be here next year. Yeah. So getting that mindset back and wanting to compete, not settle for we're out for cross country. That's a crappy mindset. I'm just out. Sure, a couple kids, but when that's your program, that's not good enough for me. Maybe I'm greedy, but Coach Mosier and I, we just don't live with running and surviving. We want to go out and compete, go to Fort Dodge, and get the most out of these kids.
Yeah, and let's talk about the girls. I mean, they had a really good season team-wise as well. I know Caitlin Hickman had a good year, and others too.
Yeah, her and Gabby Engler.
Yeah.
2 newcomers to the team, one being a freshman, and Gabby played volleyball, and she switched over. So we were really thankful that she made that decision. We only had 2 seniors that ran in the lineup most of the season this year. Third with Claire Comer at the end, but in our scoring lineup, we have Caitlin Hickman back. We'll have Gabby Engler back. Leighton Wales, Jimena Mendez. We've got some kids that they're going to be coming back, and then we had some other kids that are on the roster that they could work. Henley Kaufman ran some varsity for us, and then the 8th graders. It's going to be really important that those girls that ran in this last year that they come out and that we continue to grow. I know there's some girls that played middle school volleyball that are going to come over. We've got a lot of girls that are in our school that are doing nothing in the fall, and it's something that they're going to need to think about as well. We had a little bit better volleyball season this year. We're sitting here right now in, Sioux City for the football team right now. We're seeing some playoff sports. It'd be nice to get back to Fort Dodge as a team, and that takes an effort from everybody. So, next year we just need some more kids to come out and keep competing.
Talk about the boys.
Yeah, same deal. We only had a couple seniors on the boys' side competing. I think Preston Williams, he was consistently in there, and Dart Hansen. After that, I think we have most of our lineup back. And obviously led by Betts as a sophomore, but then after him, Anthony Akers, a junior, and then Thomas English, sophomore, Cooper Kinney, sophomore, junior with Nolan Kinney, and then there's a bunch of other guys. Caleb Anderson, a junior, and then we just had that turnover of guys. John McCurdy was in there for a while.
Yeah.
Just a lot of underclassmen coming back, and then we've got some 8th graders coming up that are going to push the pace as well. So, same deal though. We got some guys that aren't doing stuff in our school, so it'd be nice to get some guys over and continue to make our program competitive.
Yeah, it's a good family too of kids, and you've got some middle school runners that I think you had one conference champion come out of that junior high, didn't you?
Yeah, Gage Schrader, wins the conference, and he's a kid who's going to compete and want to push the pace. And there are times I remember watching him run a race, and he's a little frustrated he got second place. So he's going to be a competitor and bring that edge. So there's going to be a lot of competition next year. But it takes more than 2-3 guys. And this summer we preached all last year to our kids' off season, and our off season was better, but still wasn't good enough. And again, that's a competitor and Coach and I coming out. But we want to make sure that we get back to being a team that's competing for a banner, and our boys this year weren't near it. Our girls were 6th place, and 3rd gets the banner. So if you want to get back in those conversations, the off-season work's important, the other sports you're doing. And we've had a lot of kids taking seasons off, and I don't know what this sports specialization garbage is, but it's got to stop too. It's just there's no place for that anymore. So, let's help each other out. Let's continue to build programs up and be competitors.
Very good. Basketball season right around the corner, and head coach Dan Vargason, Won't bug you too much about that, but I'm looking forward. I think it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh, for sure. I got a couple days off. I think we got conditioning starting Monday.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
We got banquet Sunday for cross country. Wrap that up. And then we're taking the girls over to Iowa State, going to Ames to go watch them play their season opener, and then do some conditioning, some stuff like that. It's all optional this week. Just laid back stuff like that to get them going. Nothing official. And then following week, it's game on. We have high expectations again. That's the new standard of Atlantic girls basketball. So if anybody wants to come do that as well and make themselves a better athlete, there's still room in the gym.
I think you've got good numbers coming out, dude.
Yeah, we're looking at about 20 and 21 girls. And right now in girls basketball in Iowa, that's pretty healthy. But we want to continue to field 3 levels and get games so we can keep developing kids. We're a developmental program. We don't typically have freshmen that come out and make all state. So we have kids come out as freshmen, sophomore, work their way up and play junior, senior year. Sometimes we obviously play the underclassmen, but we just want to keep building our kids up.
Coach, great that you came from Fort Dodge here to support the football team as well, and thanks for all your time here this past fall, and congrats on another good cross-country season, and we look forward to talking to you about basketball here. November 21st is the opener.
Sounds good. Hey, you enjoy this nice warm press box. I'm going to go back out in the cold.
Okay. Dan, thank you very much. Dan Vargas joining here, the head cross-country coach, girls and boys, and he's back at it as the head basketball coach coming up. They open up November 21st, and that's going to be at home on November 21st when the Trojans start their basketball season as well. So I want to congratulate all the cross-country kids for all their hard work as well here this past season. We're at halftime here at Bishop Heelan. We're going to take a break. Our halftime brought to you by by Aiken Building Center. When you don't want it done right, see the folks who do it best. Aiken Building Center. We're back right after this.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
It's football season, and at Brown Shoe Fit in Atlantic, we're all about first downs and being your first choice in quality footwear. Whether you're hitting the pavement in Brooks, dominating your workday in Hoka on Clouds, or grinding it out in Brunt work boots, we've got your feet covered. And when it's time to relax, slide into cozy comfort with Uggs, plus more of the top brands you trust. Touchdown-worthy shoes, hometown service. That's Brown Shoe Fit in beautiful downtown Atlantic.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Run, and then Thomas scored again from 1 yard out with 5:38 to go in that first quarter after recovering a Trojan fumble. Noah Connolly, the quarterback, on a 10-yard keeper with 7:45 to go in the second quarter, made it a 21-0 game after Gonzalez kicked the PAT, and Thomas on a 6-yard pick six, or I shouldn't say 6-yard, a pick six from about the 50-yard line, and he ran it in for Heelan. Gonzalez kicked the extra point to make it 28-0 at 5 kickoffs, including the opening kickoff in that first half, Perry Fief. And so the Trojans get the ball at halftime, and it's playing for some pride here now.
Right, now, like you said, it's playing for some pride. Heelan's got some players. That number 7, he's quite the stud for Heelan that's going to Iowa. He's scored every touchdown but one so far. But we've been moving the ball. We've just kind of had interception.
Well, 2 turnovers. It's led to 2 scores.
Yeah, but that was one of the keys, and happened to lead to scores. And but like you said, it's pride time. I mean, just got to keep playing hard. Like we said, someone's done tonight, so it's just got to keep playing hard.
I know you mentioned the first half, too, as far as Heelan. Really, their secondary is solid.
So it's very solid. I mean, but it helps when they've got a good pass rush, too. I mean, our quarterback's not getting that much time to throw the ball anyway. So it's just like, I mean, they're just clicking on all fours right now. That's Heelan football. That's just how they are.
Coach John LaFleur was a 1993 graduate of Heelan High School, and then he went to the University of Iowa. He was a captain at the University of Iowa. Came back to Sioux City and had girls that he coached. Then he was a volunteer coach, and then they talked him into being the head coach. He took over in 2022, and I think he won a handful of games maybe that first year, and then turned it around.
Yeah.
And they've been in the playoffs last year and again here this season here in this first round. They played like Atlantic, played a good schedule, and I think one thing that stuck out to me was their opening win over Sergeant Bluff-Luton, and that was really kind of impressive there.
Right,
Yes.
Well, tonight, Sioux City's got 3 teams in the playoffs.
Yes. East, Heelan, and
Sergeant Bluff-Luton.
Sergeant Bluff-Luton. That's exactly right.
And they all 3 played each other. So, well, I don't know if East played Sergeant Bluff.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I know East played Heelan. They're kind of crosstown rivalries. Heelan fell short, but it was a good game early on in the season in non-district play. We're at halftime. Our halftime brought to you by Aiken Building Center. When you want it done right, see the folks who do it the best, Aiken Building Center. We'll be back in 90 seconds here from Heelan on KS 95.7 FM. Our live video stream presented by Brocker Cards and Cards, Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, and Elvis Hess, your State Farm Insurance agent in Atlantic. We're back right after these.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Now time for high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan. As Atlantic will receive to start the second half. Gonzalez will kick it away 28-0. Crusaders with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. And Gonzalez will kick it right to left on this cool Halloween night here in Sioux City. Here's a kickoff by Gonzalez, and he gets it up in the air. It's a short kick, and it's going to be bouncing out of bounds the second time he's kicked it out. The boundaries here so far tonight, and the Trojans will have it on their own 35-yard line. And we'll see if they can do offensively. They've picked up some first downs. They've got some yardage. Just finishing has been the issue so far.
Right, exactly.
And that, let's face it, Heelan on both sides of the ball is amazing between the tackles, and that's really kind of stymied the Trojans. But there again, they are getting some ground. So
here they come with 2 receivers right this time, and under center is Aiden Parker. He'll take the snap. Here's McNeil off the left side, and he doesn't get anywhere. In fact, he wound and lost a yard.
Well, yeah, I think Fergie's right. I think he dropped the ball, but he landed on it right away.
We'll pick it back up for No gain back at the 35-yard line. 2nd down and 10. They try to go left side that time. And Trojans on a 2nd and 10 here as we start the second half, down 28-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Here they come. They'll send Ritter wide right. Xander Killian the slot right side with lone setback is McNeil. He'll take the snap. Pitch back to Parker. They'll fire deep. They don't have anybody there. Incomplete. Well, let's try a little trickery there, guys. And
with all that trickery, you wouldn't think there would be pressure, but guess who was coming?
Yeah, they had pressure. I mean, oof.
So no one home there on that pass. 3rd down and 10 for the Trojans, back at their own 35-yard line.
Well, you got to start trying some backyard football plays.
Well, yeah, that was one.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. By the time it would happen in my backyard, the sun would be coming up.
One receiver right, one left, back in motion. Left to right is Killian. Here's the snap. Play action. Parker throws, batted away by Kason Thomas, the linebacker, coming in. And the Trojans turned away on their opening possession here in the second half. 4th down and 10. Back of the 35. Thomas, the linebacker, knocked it down for the Crusaders.
You got to run to the opposite side of 7.
4th down and 10 as Killian will step back to punt. Averaging just shy of 40 yards a punt. He's hung around that 40-yard. He's got a 42-yard field goal this season. Good snap. And the punt is away, a high spiraling punt that's going to land at the 36. Takes a Trojan bounce inside the 30, and they'll blow it dead at the 27-yard line.
It's a raining, gentlemen.
Oh, that was a good punt by Killian.
I'm so glad we're inside.
11:03 to play here in this third quarter. The rain starts to fall here in Sioux City.
They said it was there's a certain percent chance that it was going to happen.
The ball back at the 27-yard line of the Crusaders on a 1st down and 10. Ball far hash mark, and they'll send Dylan Knapp wide left. One receiver right, and I backfield behind Connolly. He looks towards the sideline. And play clock at 13. Still looking for the play. Now he's got it. 9 seconds on the play clock, and Conley will duck under center. A 1st down and 10 from his own 27. High backfield behind him. Here's the tailback, Thomas, and the Trojans able to corral him and bring him down for maybe a yard gain. Nice job of the defensive line.
Nice. Way to plug the hole. I mean, they did a good job. And he didn't fall forward. Usually he's always falling forward, so that was good.
He picked up a yard, 2nd down and 9. The ball at the 28 of the Crusaders with a 28-0 lead. They'll send one receiver left. That's Prince Owegba. They've got a flanker to the right. High backfield behind the quarterback, Noah Conley. And under center, Conley. He'll hand off to Kason Thomas, and he's tripped up and dropped. Good job of the Trojan defense again on a short gain.
It was 20.
Hunter Nelson made the stop.
26, yeah.
Nelson made the tackle.
Good job getting through that line, getting past, and reaching back, because he made a good cut to the inside of him. So,
you think by now I would know these guys' names?
I know.
What happened?
Penalty on the play against the Trojans. It's going to be a Brown Shufit 1st down.
Really didn't need
take
that.
It across the 40-yard line up to the 43. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Crusaders with 10 minutes to play here in this third quarter.
Was it a personal foul?
I didn't catch it, guys. No, too many men on the field.
Too many guys on the field.
Coach. So it's 1st down and 10 for the Crusaders at their own 43-yard line. With 9:48 to go, had a couple of good defensive plays.
Yeah, it's like, man, it was 3rd and long, and not now.
Well, an extra guy might help that.
Yeah.
Here comes Wigbaugh to the left. Dylan Knapp to the right. High backfield behind the quarterback, Conley under center. From his own 43, play action. He's going to throw it. It is caught across the 50, and he rolls inside the 50-yard line. They'll mark the football at midfield. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Crusaders.
I'll tell you what, that offensive line, they give him plenty of time, but he gets that ball out so quick.
9:08 to play, third quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll send Wigbaugh left, Knapp right. Harpino, the fullback, Now that I formation with Thomas, the tailback, for the 40 or for the 50-yard line. Here's the pitch back to the tailback, Thomas, and he charges for it across the 45 down the 43. Picked up a Brown Shoe Fit first down, and the Heelan Crusaders move the sticks to mark the ball on the Trojan 43-yard line at 8:45 to go third quarter.
It looks like they're going to have him stop, and then he just cuts back. I mean, he can just read some holes.
Yeah, he's patient. He's got good eyes. A lanky tailback.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he doesn't really look like a tailback.
No.
He's got the frame, though, to be a big linebacker at Iowa, possibly, too. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the 43 of Atlantic. Play action. Here's Conley to throw. He'll fire one deep. He's got a man in. It's almost intercepted by Grant Petty with great coverage downfield. He was right with Wigbaugh.
That was great coverage.
That was a great job by Grant Petty. Good to see him back going. He was shaken up in that first half, and he was step for step, 2nd and 10, Heelan.
Thought he was going to get that one.
I did too.
The Wigbaugh comes back on a 2nd down and 10 with 8:14 to play, third quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Dylan Knapp wide left, Wigbaugh wide left. Backfield with Harpino, the fullback, and Thomas, the tailback. Here's Conley. Here's Thomas on the take, and he's going to be hit.
No, look at that.
Across the 35, and he gets to the 35. He got across the 40, and he gets a good gain of the play. They'll bring up some short yardage on 3rd down, about 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1.5 for the Crusaders at the 35 of Atlantic.
We had hands on him, but you can't shirt tackle him. You're going to have to wrap that boy up.
7:45 to go, third quarter. Dylan Knapp wide left. Wigbaugh wide right. Harpino, the fullback, in that I backfield with Cason Thomas, the tailback. Conley dives forward on a sneak.
Well, close.
I'm not sure if he got it.
I don't short, but that was only 3rd.
So he got down inside the 35, down about the 34. Now brings a 4th down. And about a yard to go for the Crusaders at the Trojan 34 with 7:17 to go, third quarter.
Yeah, now it's 4th and 1.
4th down of the yard, ball near hash.
Watch the ball. Watch the hard count.
Turn him away. Turn him away.
Might see Conley try to sneak it again here with the I backfield behind him. 4th and 1 from the 34 of Atlantic. Conley takes the snap, gives to Cason Thomas, has a first down easy across the 30, and he's tripped up down to about the 26-yard line. And a Brown Shoe Fit first down for Heelan at the Trojan 26.
Now, granted, Atlantic defense is in a bunch, but my gosh, he gets to the corner quick.
Yes, he does. He's no sloth. I mean, he's
like
quick. He's a road runner.
2 steps, and he's out there.
First down and 10, Heelan at the 26-yard line of Atlantic. 28-0 Crusaders with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Now Conley will work out the shotgun with two receivers left. That's Wigbaugh. Now Harpino goes slot right with Dylan Knapp. Favor now a receiver. Now he's back in a motion left to right. Empty backfield. Now we've got a flag thrown.
False start.
And they're going to false start against Heelan. That's a 5-yard penalty. They'll take it back to 31 of Atlantic. So Heelan penalized 5. It'll be a first down and 15 for the Crusaders. Football at the 31.
Yep.
We need Sawyer to bump out with that and then have Hadley.
We got to watch. Of course, they bring in the tight end. Got to watch got to watch him at all times.
Also checking in is Jonathan Hope. He'll be the receiver. Lester back in, as you mentioned, Perry. First down and 15 with 6:04 to play, third quarter. Lester will line up tight end to the right side. Twin receivers left now, Dylan Knapp and Hope. Whoop, now we got a whistle. Timeout called by Coach John LaFleur. We'll take it with him. We're back in 30 seconds. First and 15, Heelan at the Trojan 31, 28-0 Crusaders.
First Windy Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
On KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Heelan as the timeout called by Coach John LaFleur. as the Crusaders regroup here. We're at a first down and 15 with 5:55 to play here in this third quarter. 28-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Twin receivers right to twin left for Conley. Empty backfield on a first down and 15 from the 31. Conley takes the snap. Low snap, he dropped it, picked it back up. Now he's in trouble, and he's just going to throw it. He wanted Knapp over there. He did have a man, and Grant Petty was right in his hip pocket. Second down and 15.
That was a bad snap. I mean, it quit raining, but the ball still could be a little slickery. You know, you never supposed to wipe it down, but
good pressure by the Trojans that time as well. Second down and 15 at the 31 of Atlantic with 5:48 to play here in this third quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Conley will bring him out. They'll send Lester now wide right and have Knapp in the slot right with Hope and Wegbaugh to the left. Lone setback is Favors. Now he's in motion. Empty backfield. Conley the snap. He fires left side. Caught by Wegbaugh across the 15 inside the 14-yard line. And another Brown shoe fit first down in the Armor Insurance red zone for the Heelan Crusaders. Armor Insurance red zone to make sure your protection never breaks down. Call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. And the Crusaders have the 15 of Atlantic.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing how fast he gets that ball out. As soon as he gets it, it's out.
Yeah, this season for Conley, 71 of 137. He's 52% completion rate. Now he's out of the gun again. He'll take the snap. Here's Favors right up the middle. He's going to be wrestled down about the 12-yard line by Shelton Moalia for Atlantic. They'll bring up a second down and about 70 yards to go for the Crusaders. Under 5 to play third quarter.
That's good. I mean, that's pretty good defensive stand right there.
So they can dig in here, pin their ears back against the Crusaders. They get to 35. It'd be a running clock here in this second half. They'll bring it up with Favors, the tailback to the left of Conley out of the shotgun. Double tight end set for Heelan. Second down. Here's the handoff to Favors. He dodges outside. He runs through a tackle. And he gets down inside the 10 as he ran through, almost got in the backfield.
Yeah, so close. That's good balance. I mean, I thought he was going down, but that's good balance by that running back.
Ball at the 9-yard line. Third down and 3 for Heelan. 4:13 to play in this third quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. And they'll they're going to bring one receiver out. That's Meyer, who comes out to Matt Meyer, a wide out linebacker. Ball far hash mark, 3rd and 3. Under 4 to go here in this third quarter. 28-0. Heelan threatening again. Conley, the quarterback, the snap. Play action, fires into the end zone. It is incomplete.
Nice defensive coverage.
Well, it really was.
Yeah.
That's Petty again. Oh, Sawyer Terrell, excuse me. That was Terrell. Nice job by Sawyer. Knocked the ball away. Now it's a 4th down for Heelan.
Now look who comes in. 7 sat out this whole series, and then they bring him in.
That's Kaysen Thomas, and they bring in Matt Meyer with a 4th down and 3 from the 9-yard line of Atlantic. Trojans trying to turn the Crusaders away here with 3:42 to go, third quarter. Here they come, ball far hash mark. They're going to load the box up front on the offensive side. Offset eye, Conley under center. He takes the snap, play action, rolls left. He's going to fire into the end zone. He overthrew his guy. Atlantic turns him away.
Good job, Atlantic.
Trojans get the ball back. How about that?
All right.
Heck yeah.
Good defense.
Just like Perry drew it up.
Yep. Put pressure on the quarterback. He had back pedal, and he threw it too far.
The Trojans take over on a first down and 10, throw 9-yard line with 3:35 to go. And strong defense by Atlantic. Terrell had a good play, deep corner, knocking that away. Talk about the defensive backfield for
Atlantic did
Heelan.
good.
I think Atlantic deep backs have played well.
Yes,
Here's the
they
snap.
have.
They're going to pitch back to Ethan McNeil. Gets a block from McLaren. Cuts outside across the 10, and he's hit hard. Breaks the tackle, 15. And now it's jumped out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Boy, way to stay on your feet, McNeil.
We got someone down for Atlantic. Killian.
The Trojans have an injured player. We'll see where they mark the football. It's going to be at the 15-yard line. Gain of 6 for McNeil. 3:13 to go.
Oh, he's up.
Xander's up. Just a little ouchie there. And timeout has been called, I believe, and we'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. Trojans have it. Second down. The football is at the 15-yard line. We're back right after this.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Second down and 3 for Atlantic. Their own 16-yard line. Parker under center. Eye backfield behind him. Goodrich back in motion. Here's a handoff to McLaren. He pushes forward, and he's not going to go down. Close. He's close to a first down. Lacks about a yard.
No,
maybe he got it. He got the first down.
All right, there you go.
First down and 10. Trojans. A brown shoe fit first down up to about the 19-yard line. Good job by Atlantic, and McLaren battling there on that dive play off the left side. First down and 10. They'll send Goodrich wide right. One receiver left, and that's going to be Ritter by backfield behind Parker. McLaren the up back now, back in motion. Goodrich right to left. Snap to Parker. Play action. He's going to throw the football. He's going to launch one off his back foot. Caught by Goodrich across the 35, and he gets the first down. Goes to the 40-yard line.
Great
throw by Zayden Parker, and Goodrich able to make the catch for Atlantic.
Man, he had some time. He stayed in the pocket, and no one even thought about covering 88, Goodrich, and that was a good throw, good catch, good yardage.
10th catch of the year for Goodrich. First down and 10 for the Trojans. 1:56 to go, third quarter. And they have the football back on their own 39-yard line, so they're getting out of the hole. And great throw by Parker.
Right. We're moving the ball when we can. I think we've only punted once, maybe twice.
Just one time, Perry. First down, 10 Atlantic, their own 39, trips to the right. They'll throw it left. Caught, pitch back to McNeil across the 50, down to the 45-yard line. They're going to see he stepped out the 48. What a play, a little...
shooting ladder? What do they call that? Hook and ladder.
Hook and ladder play. Nice call. Lanny gets another brown shoe fit first down.
A little Travis Kelce right there.
Yeah.
Well, McNeil was flying down the far sideline. Atlantic with a brown shoe fit first down at the 48-yard line of Heelan. 1:29 to go, third quarter. Parker joining huddle. We'll have the ball the far hash mark with Ritter wide left. Here comes Molia wide right. He'll go up against Whitcomb there in his zone. Here's the snap, handoff to McNeil, and he gets around the outside, 45, 40, 35, 30, and he gets inside the 25. Still going, 15, 10, 5, a touchdown, Trojans. Touchdown, Trojans. 48 yards.
The nitro kicked in. Oh, we got a flag.
Oh, there's a flag down. Oh, Trojans, what a run by McNeil.
Oh, mercy.
Flag is down. We'll see what this is all about. They're going to bring it back, I would imagine.
Yeah, no trick or treat on that, was there?
No, what are they calling? Can't wait to see this one.
I haven't seen the signal just yet. Here comes the referee here to give us the indication.
It's holding. I'm good.
Unnecessary roughness. Offense, number 42. 15-yard penalty.
Oh, mercy.
Personal foul against Atlantic and 15-yard penalty. They're going to take it back to the Trojan 30-70-yard line. First down and a mile to go for Atlantic. 13, 15, and about 25, third and 25. 1:18 to go, third quarter, so the touchdown negated. Here's out of the gun, Parker. He's going to launch one deep down the far sideline, incomplete. Second down at 25 for Atlantic with 1:13 to go, third quarter.
Well, he's getting a little more time to throw the ball, it seems like.
He throws such a tight spiral. I asked him about that during an interview here this week, and Zayd says, well, I used to play catch with my dad, and when I misfired it, he made me go pick it up. Come back. Threw a lot of passes with his dad over the years.
Better than push-ups.
3 receivers right. Parker the gun. Handoff to McLaren across the 40. And he's drugged down about the 44-yard line. He picked up 7 yards on the play, so it's going to be 3rd down and 18 for the Trojans as we're under a minute to go in the third quarter. 28-0 in favor of Heelan on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Trojan can convert here on a 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Center screen, Perry.
There's what I'm saying. Yeah. Center screen. Throw them all off. Center screen.
17 seconds to go here in this this on the play clock here. 38 seconds of the game clock. Ritter wide right. McNeil slot right. Empty backfield for Parker. He'll take the snap, looks to throw, sets up, has time. Now pressured, runs out of pressure. 40, 45, gets to midfield, and he's hit at the 50-yard line. Getting close to back to that line of gain. And that's, we're down to 15 seconds to go on a 4th down for Atlantic. And they'll mark the football at the Trojan 49. So about 4th down and 13 for Atlantic. And the clock at 3-2-1. That's it after 3. Heelan 28. Atlantic nothing on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We're back right after these.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
When you are in need of fuel, trust the company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic, locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan here in Sioux City. We go to the 4th quarter. Atlantic has a 4th down and 13 from their own 49-yard line, down 28-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Nobody scored in the 3rd quarter. They'll send Ritter and Goodrich wide right, McLaren the slot right. McNeil in the backfield. Here's a snap back. Oh, Trojans jump.
Yeah, but 7 caused it, didn't he?
I didn't see.
1.
And they were going to send a safety blitz there. They're going to send Whitcomb in there as well. The officials are discussing this here.
7 made our guy jump,
yeah,
I think.
Just hang on here. We'll see what the signal is. Muller did jump on that left side, but yeah, it's against Atlantic. 5-yard penalty. They'll take it back to the 44-yard line of the Trojans. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 18. Fresh 12 on the board here in the 4th now. Nobody scored here in this 3rd quarter.
That's saying something. Good for that. I mean, good for the Trojans.
Atlantic's going to.
We almost did.
Line up here. It's on a 4th down and 18. The Trojan 44. They're going to go for it here. 3 receivers right side. McNeil lone setback to the left side of Parker. Snap. Zayden looks to throw. Stops. Pops over the middle. Caught by McLaren across the 50 down the 46 of Heelan. Not going to be a 1st down, but Parker delivered the mail, and McLaren hauled it in. And he will take over, throwing 46-yard line here early 4th quarter. Like that play.
Yeah. Just we needed a little more.
Just when we say center screen, we get something similar.
Yeah.
Wasn't really a center screen,
no,
but it was a slant.
Heelan has a 1st down attempt at their own 46-yard line, and Favors comes out. Thomas, I believe, is in there. He's going to be receiver. They're going
to start passing.
They're going to load it up here. Empty backfield for Heelan. Conley, the quarterback out of the gun, takes a snap. Pass to the side. It's going to be a double pass. Here's a launch down the middle. Moy is there, and he can't quite make the catch. Great coverage by Shelton Walia.
Yeah, it was awesome coverage.
Second down and 10 for Heelan. They tried a little trickery there. They went to Elijah Mickey and couldn't quite get the.
There you go.
Second down and 10 to the 46 of Heelan. 11:41 to go here in this football game. 20-0 Crusaders. Receivers left and right eye backfield behind the quarterback. Conley, he'll take it. Hands off to Favors. He is hit in the backfield.
Oh.
Great job of the Trojans back at the 46.
This guy twisted him like a pretzel.
Yeah.
I guarantee I wouldn't be getting up.
No gain, third down and 10. And again, that Trojan defense really playing well here in this second half.
Kind of chewed him up like he was jawing on that beef jerky on the way up there, Barry.
That's pretty good stuff, dude.
Yeah.
You didn't even share.
I only had 2 pieces.
Oh, well, no wonder.
That was enough for me.
Third and 10, Crusaders at their own 46-yard line. 11 minutes to go. Conley under center. He'll take the snap. Play action fake. Rolls left. He's going to fire, and it is incomplete. Underthrew Knapp, and again, good coverage by the Trojans. That was Molly on the far side. That's a fourth down for Heelan.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good job. That's good defense.
So Hope will punt it away. His second punt of the night, Jonathan Hope.
Watch the fake.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Here's a snap, and the punt is away. A high, short punt. Atlantic, they got to get out of the way here. It hits at the 36-yard line, inside the 35, and they're going to mark it down at the 34. Trojans having a first down and 10 there. 10:43 to go here in this fourth quarter. Atlantic's offense comes out. Crusaders took advantage of a couple of turnovers here in the first half, an 85-yard drive to start, and then a fumble by the Trojans. And the Crusaders took advantage of that in a pick six by Thomas there late in the first half. It was 21-0 at that point, and Thomas made it 20-0 after Gonzalez PAT. One receiver right for Atlantic on a first and 10 from their own 34. Zayden Parker, the snap. It's back to McNeil. He gets a block from McLaren. Cuts outside. He's hit at the 30 and brought down. Whitcomb again. Whitcomb was there. Lester was there as a secondary tackler, but a loss on the play, about 2 yards, in fact 3 yards back to 31.
Yeah, I mean, it was coming our way, and I mean, McLaren made a good block, but there's this, everywhere was flying towards the ball, and just wasn't enough black helmets on those gold ones.
Back at the 31-yard line of Atlantic on a second down and 13 with 10-11 to play here in this football game. Ritter wide right, Brock Goodrich left, eye backfield behind Zayden Parker. He'll take it. Play action. Fires caught by McNeil at the 30 and gets up to 35, 40, 45, and he's knocked it about shy of the 50. Nice play. And a Brown shoe fit first down for Atlantic. A little flare pass to McNeil on the right side. And he picked up good yardage.
Good play.
Good play.
Execution.
14-yard gain on the play for Atlantic at their own 49. Under 10 to play here in this fourth quarter on the Seed Pro scoreboard. So Park will join the huddle for Atlantic. Ball the far hash mark, and they'll bring one receiver left. That's Ritter. Brock Goodrich wide right. Zayden Parker under. Here's a snap. He'll fire back to McNeil. McNeil trying to get the edge. He gets the corner to 50-yard line and has a collision at about the 47. Picked up 3.
Oh, I'd say he picked up about...
I got 4, Perry. You're
4
right.
or 5.
Maybe
yeah.
5. You're
Yeah.
right. You got the 46. Pick up a 5 for McNeil on the edge run.
It was just nice to see these linemen coming, and they were throwing some good blocks.
There
were some good blocks right there.
He did a good job of getting around the corner too. Second down and 5 for Atlantic at the 46 of Heelan. And here's McLaren off the right side. He's going to dodge a tackle, the 45, spins off one to the 40, gets down to 35, 30, and McLaren with a big run inside the 30-yard line for Atlantic.
Great block by Donovan Hedrington.
Yeah, huge block. He did a great block. I mean, again, I'd be seasick the way that 42 spins, keeps running, keeps his balance, and man.
Ball the 29 of Heelan. Another Brown Shufit first down for Atlantic. Trojans driving, 8:53 to play, fourth quarter. 28-0 in favor of the Crusaders, and Parker will join the huddle. You got to give the Trojans credit.
Yep, they
They're
ain't
still
quitting.
hammering away here.
Yep.
Ball far hash mark at the 29 of Heelan. Receivers left and right eye backfield. It's offset. Here's the snap and handoff to McNeil. He gets outside and he breaks the tackle close to the 25 before driven back is able to duck a high tackle.
Yeah, yes he did.
Picked up some good yardage down to the 26-yard line of Heelan.
I was going to say, that dude was a headhunter. He's going to lose his helmet.
Yeah, he was doing a little boxing there. He ducked that jab.
Yeah.
Or roundhouse or whatever.
Second down and 6 for Atlantic. Second down and 7. The ball at the 26 of Heelan. 28-0 Crusaders on the Seed Pro scoreboarding. Corbin Ritter goes wide right. So Goodrich to the left. High backfield behind the quarterback, Zayden Parker. He'll duck under center, takes the snap, play action fake, sets up in the pocket, fires one, and it is intercepted by Whitcomb at the 2. His 6th interception of the season, and the Crusaders pick off a Trojan pass and spoil the Atlantic drive. They're deep in their own territory. We'll see where they mark the ball. Is back at the 3-yard line. They'll have it a first down and 10 there. Brown shoot the first down, the turnover period.
Oh, well, and just a little overthrown. I mean, but, it was a good throw. It's just overthrown.
So Heelan has the ball. Bishop Heelan back on their own 3-yard line. First down and 10 with a 28-0 lead. And they've got some new receivers in there now. We'll pick them up. It's Jesse Moss wide left. And the quarterback, Conley, hands off, and this is Thomas, puts his head down and gets across the 5 to about the 70-yard line for a gain of 4. Hadley made the stop for Atlantic. It's going to be a second down and about 6 for Heelan. Thomas comes out.
Well, I think they got 6. It might be second 4, it looks like.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Perry. Thank you. Second down and 4. The ball at the 9-yard line of Heelan. Conley on the shotgun with the receiver wide left and a wing back right. Here's the snap. Conley, keeper all the way. And he's being run down. He'd be able to dodge that, but he didn't get anywhere. Right down to 9.
Nope, he didn't go nowhere on that one.
That was a little rope-a-dope right there, boys.
Looking like a pinball.
He about got run down, then he was able to reverse field.
Yeah.
Third down and 4, Bishop Heelan. 6:48 to play. 28-0. Home team with the lead here. Ball to the 9 to 10-yard line. So we got a yard. Third down and 3. Conley breaks the huddle. They've got one in the backfield now, and got to pick them up. We got some new backs in there right now, and Conley out of the gun. Third down and 3 from his 10. He takes the snap, and the handoff goes off the left side, and short of the first down.
Short.
Just got a couple there. That's going to bring up a fourth down for Heelan.
There's no way. Well, you never know about Heelan.
6:08 to go. The football spotted on the 12-yard line of the Crusaders. Play clock at 25. Taking their time. Henderson checks in.
I think they're going to go for it.
On a fourth down and 1.
Watch the hard count.
5:55 to go here in this football game. 28-0. Nobody scored in the second half. Heelan scored on a pick 6.
Watch, they're doing a trick play. Watch the trick play.
Fourth down and a yard to go from the 12. Now a timeout is called as the play clock is heading towards a goose egg, and we'll take a timeout with them. 5:37 left. Heelan with a fourth down and 1 from the 12. We're back in 30 seconds.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Ball on KS 95.7.
Now the punt formation for Hope. He takes it at his goal line and kicks one away. It's going to land at the 34, take a Heelan bounce across the 40, and it's going to end up at about the 44. Trojans with good field position for this drive with 5:24 to play. So Atlantic will have the 44 of Bishop Heelan. No scoring here in the second half. All the scoring in the first half.
Well, the defense has been playing really good the second half. I mean, and Heelan's tried a couple trickery plays, and Atlantic kind of sniffed them out. And, I mean, the defense has been playing pretty well.
Audubon beating Montezuma 82-0. That's it. Montezuma, a long trip to Southwest Iowa. And, wow. Audubon has just been dominating. Twin receivers left. Snap back to Zayden Parker. He's going to throw it. Fires near side. Caught by McLaren to the 40. And then hit there by Favors. Avery Favors made the stop on the big guy. A pickup of 4. Second down and 6 for Atlantic. Second catch for McLaren tonight. Trojans no huddle. Parker around the gun.
Wow.
Twins left and right. Here's a snap. Looks to throw. Fires, got a man. Caught by Corbin Ritter. Gets to the 30-yard line, and then he's run out of bounds there.
There we go.
There's a flag thrown on a late hit, it appears. Good job by Corbin Ritter to hang on, and nice throw by Zayden Parker.
A little roughy there after the ref blew the whistle.
The ball at the 30. And waiting for the signal from the official with 4:54 to go. Looks like it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Heelan. That would take the Trojans deep into the Crusader territory. Yeah, they're going to take it 15 yards down the 15-yard line. Atlantic in that Armor Insurance red zone. To make sure your protection never breaks down, call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951 and a brown shoe fit first down. At the Heelan 15, we'll see if Atlantic can punch one in here. Ritter wide left and Twins to left. Moya, receiver left. McLaren the slot. Here's the snap back to Parker. Fires, got a man wide open. Ritter makes his second catch of the series. Inside the 10-yard line. Good throw by Parker and a catch by Ritter.
All right. Well, that's pretty nice to see.
Absolutely. Trojans down at the 10-yard line of Heelan.
Got our 5 yards. I always say get 5 yards on first down. That really helps out.
Second down and 5 for the Trojans. Corbin with his second catch here in this drive. Atlantic from the 10, 4:39 to play. Parker out of the gun, snap, and hands off to McNeil. He punches across the 5.
Oh, yep, first down.
Corbin Ritter with his 9th catch of the season. Atlantic gets a first down and goal. They're going to mark the football at the 5-yard line of Heelan. The brown shoe fit first down to that Armor Insurance red zone.
All right.
Trojans knock on the door here in this fourth quarter. No scoring in the second half. Trojans see if they can break that bubble here. Molly a wide right. They'll send 3 receivers left. McNeil alone setback. Here's Parker. He fires. Caught by McNeil at the 5-yard line. He's at the 1, and it is a touchdown, Trojans.
All right.
Touchdown Atlantic, a 5-yard pass from Parker to McNeil. Atlantic on the board.
That's nice to see. I mean, good for McNeil, good for Parker for getting a touchdown passing. Good for the offensive line.
4:07 to go here in this fourth stanza. McNeil on a 5-yard catch and run for the Trojans. Ellison will attempt the PAT for Atlantic. A high snap. Ellison's got to run it down. He's going to pounce on it. And the Trojans will remain at 6 here. 28-6 in favor of Heelan. And we're back with the Trojan kick right after this on 95.7 FM, our live stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll. back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Sioux City as the Trojans on the board, 28-6. McNeil with the touchdown, a catch for Atlantic, and that's his 15th touchdown of the season. Trojans will kick off with 4:07 to play here in this fourth quarter, 28-6.
Onside or 60-degree wedge and run underneath it, Barry.
Yep.
Ellison will.
Well, they're kind of waiting for it.
Yeah, they've got the good hands people up in the midfield here.
So kick it out there about the 40.
Kick it as high as you can.
Trevor Ellison, will kick it. Now we've got a whistle.
Oh, Atlantic calling the timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach Bremer wants to visit about this one, and we'll take it with him. We're back in a half a minute.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
For Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Heelan. Atlantic going to kick off, and they're going to try an onside kick here, I'm sure. And Coach Bremer been called a timeout to refigure this. He is expecting everything. They're expecting they've got everybody up.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody deep. So Ellison will attempt the kick here, and probably going to be a poocher here. 28-6 Heelan on top with 4:07 to play. And his onside kick rolling and smothered at the 41 by the Heelan special teamer. That's where the Crusaders will take it a first down and 10. And that was Cason Thomas who smothered the ball back at the 41.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He smothered it.
So they have a first down, and got some new guys in the backfield anyway. Riley Lowry is in the backfield now for Heelan. Looks like Matt Meyer, or no. I believe Elijah Milky will be in at quarterback at a first down and 10 for the 41. 4:06 to play here in this football game. The receiver to the near side is Christian Marquez, so they've got some backups in there now. There's a snap and the handoff across the 41, 40, maybe the 42 for a gain of 1. Second down and 9.
They still got their offensive line out there, though, it looks like.
Yeah, they do. Mickey's at defense, or the left guard. Yeah, they've got the same offensive line. Just some backs are new, and the quarterback is Elijah Milk for Heelan. He'll be out of the shotgun set. Receivers left and right. Second down and 9 for the 42. 3.5 to play. 28-6 Heelan. Here's a snap. And off the tailback, running right up the middle is Lowry, and he gets across the 45 to 40-70-yard line. Nice gain.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice hole.
Sawyer Terrell made the tackle for Atlantic. Third down and about 4 yards to go from the Trojan, or from the Heelan 47, just shy of the 47. Here comes Heelan. 2:57 to play. Big ball wide left. One receiver right, double tight end set. Two in the backfield. Now Lowry will line up behind the QB here. Here's the snap. Lowry gets the call, and he's hit and dropped.
He didn't gain anything.
No gain. Good job of the Trojan defensive line. That's going to bring up a fourth down for Heelan. Jack Muller made the stop for the Trojans. 2:29 to go. Play clock at 35. They're going to take their time to snap the ball.
They'll hog that clock, and I'll be amazed if they go for it.
28-0 at halftime. Heelan, they had that pick six with 12 seconds to go in that second quarter. And they've been held scoreless here in the second half. Atlantic picking up 6. It's fourth down and 4 from the Heelan 40-70-yard line. Play clock at 10. Game clock at 2 minutes to go. Play clock at 7. And the play clock down to 2, and they're going to be delay of game, 5-yard penalty.
Timeout.
They got the timeout just before it ran down. We'll take it with them. 28-6 Heelan, 1:53 to play, 4th down and 4 from the Crusader 47-yard line. Well, we'll keep it right here. That was a quick timeout.
Well,
keep it right here.
Yeah, I mean, that.
Well, now they're going to huddle up, and we'll take a 30-second break. We're back right after.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Where'd you get that? Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Back to high school football.
Crusaders punt the football, and they get it inside the 30 down the Trojan 26. Atlantic will have it a first down and 10 there with a $1:45 to play here in this football game. Atlantic will come back out on offense, down 28-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We get a scoreboard. We'll have that coming up as well at 10 o'clock. And then all the scores we posted on the website. Atlantic has the ball near hash mark. Own 27-yard line. 1:45 left to go here in this one. On a cool Halloween night, Perry Fief.
Yes, and then we're sitting up here in the press box seeing all these fast food signs lit up all around us.
Getting hungry. There's Wendy's.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
Parker takes the snap, fires, caught. Flea flicker, McNeil, he dives forward. He's tripped up at about the 34. Nice execution. I think Ritter caught that and pitched it back to McNeil.
Yeah, but that
little hook and ladder.
And that DB kind of stayed at home and made the nice tackle.
3. Here's Parker's pass. Molly makes the catch at the 40, breaks the tackle. He's wrestled down at the 44. And a Brown shoe fit first down for Atlantic.
Yep, they'll be just doing no huddle. I mean, they want to keep going.
1:18 to go. Trojans come up with twins left and one receiver right. McNeil alone setback, back to Parker. The gun, he's going to set up. He's going to fire far side. Incomplete. He wanted Brock Goodrich.
Yep, it was a little over.
Meyer on the coverage for Heelan. As well as Finnegan Pack, a backup linebacker. 2nd down and 10 for the Crusaders with 1:10 to play on the Seed Pros scoreboard. The ball on the Trojan 44. As Barker will join the huddle, ball near hash mark. If they try to get downfield with it here, they're going to send Ritter, Goodrich, and McLaren to the right. Wallia to the left.
Two guys are moving.
Here's some Parker. Rush sets up. Now dodge the tackle. Now in trouble. Now fires downfield to McLaren. He dives and makes the catch. Inside the 45. Down inside to the 42-yard line. And
that was good.
Shows what kind of athlete he is.
Yeah, I mean, he went up for it and caught it. That was real good.
His 3rd catch of the night from that fullback spot. First down and 10 Atlantic. Snap back to Parker. Sets up in the pocket. He's going to fire over the middle. Intercepted by Meyer. Meyer with the pick for Heelan.
And we saw it on TV. He's got rushed and he was getting sacked when there's a flag, though, huh? Is there a flag?
I don't believe so. Well, we'll see here.
Look, it's coming back.
Roughing the passer.
Yeah.
Roughing the passer.
15-yard penalty.
Trojans get a break here on a roughing a passer call. They'll stay alive on the offensive end. They're going to mark it inside the 30, down to the 20-70-yard line. Brown shoe fit first down for the Trojans.
Well, I was watching this like he threw the ball and all of a sudden he still got hit, but I mean, the officials have let him play tonight. I'll say that.
51 seconds left. 28-6 Heelan. Atlantic driving. Football on the 27 of Bishop Heelan. There's a snap back to Parker. Sets, fires. He's got a man. Caught by Goodrich inside the 15. And he gets down to about the 12-yard line. in that Armor Insurance red zone to make sure your protection never breaks down. Call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951 Atlantic Drive. And Parker the snap. Looks to throw. He's got time. Now fires a high spiral to Moya. Incomplete.
Oof. I thought he was going to come down with it.
Into double coverage. Lester was able to tip it away. Moya talked about that matchup. I think I mentioned it earlier with a couple of 6'3", 6'4" guys, but 2 6'4" guys.
Yep.
Only we thought that matchup might be the other way around with Moya on the defensive side.
You see who's playing DB, don't you?
Oh, yeah, Lester.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's what you're talking about.
See, the matchup.
You're saying names, you got to say numbers to me. I mean, that's just the way it's got to be.
36 seconds to go. Atlantic at the 12 of Heelan. Parker with the shotgun takes a snap. He's going to throw it. Looks right. Now he runs with the football. He's across the 10. Gets to the 5, and he's brought down just shy of the Heelan 5-yard line with 26 seconds on the clock. Meyer made the stop for Heelan. It's a 3rd down for the Trojans. They're going to mark the football with 16 seconds to go at the 5 of Heelan. Snap to Parker. Looks to throw. Fires end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage inside.
Yeah, by 11.
Yes, Lester.
Yeah.
He knocked it away. 4th down Atlantic with 9 seconds on the clock. Ball at the 5 and a 4th down and 3 for the Trojans. They'll have one, maybe 2 chances to get a 1st down here. They'd have a touchdown, maybe.
Well, if we got to get the 4th down first.
Here they come, 4th down. McNeil in the backfield with Parker. Twins left and right. Parker from the gun takes the snap, looks to throw. He's going to fire into the end zone. Incomplete. He almost had a man. Again, knocked away by the Heelan defense with 2 seconds on the clock, and that will wrap it up here. They'll have one play and take an E, and Heelan will move on in this class of 3A postseason play. It'll be down to 8 to here after tonight. But Atlantic in the second half, you got to give them credit, Perry. I mean, gee.
Kept them out of the end zone.
Scoreless second half, and they just kept battling. They had a chance, and here's the final play of the game. At 28-6, your final. Heelan defends their home field here, and they'll move on here in this Class 3A playoffs as the teams line up and shake their hands. And we've got the post-game show coming up. We'll get to a couple of timeouts here first before we get the post-game. We're back right after this at KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream at westernouttoday.com.
It's Chevy Truck Month.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
We're Atlantic here tonight, 28-6 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And the team shook hands, and they'll have their Coach Brummer will have a last words for this team here in 2025. But it's been a great season, one lot of fun for Atlantic. They end up 6-4 on the year, and that includes the playoffs. And they're going to get playoff banner as well. They can hang up, and really good fun season, no doubt about it. Our post-game show brought to you by Olson's BP. Great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel. The Keep You Going Company, Olson's in Atlantic. Final 28-6. Trojans had a little hardware down there, Perry, as well. So something to be proud of is Heelan scored early. Their opening drive, 85 yards. And it was Kaysen Thomas, who had two touchdowns tonight, scored. He had 3 touchdowns. He capped that drive on a 4-yard run. Then with 5:38 to go in the first quarter, Thomas again scored on a 1-yard run. They capitalized on a Trojan fumble. And then Conley scored from 10 yards out with 7:45 to play in the second quarter. And then that pick six by Kason Thomas with 12 seconds to go in the first half. That made it 28-0. Then Hill scored us in the second half. Atlantic getting that touchdown on Parker to McNeil 5-yard pass with 4:07 to play. And that's how this thing ended up here tonight here in Sioux City. Again, our postgame show brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Your home for the great food and Godfather's Pizza. Olson's in Atlantic. They're the keep you going company. Well, the postgame rolls on, and we're going to have our injury report brought to you by Body Basics. Call 254-BODY. Get your body back to the basics. That's coming up next.
When you are in need of fuel, trust the company that keeps your home, farm, or business operation running smoothly. Olson Fuel Supply in Atlantic. Locally owned and family operated. Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
To Heelan 28-6, the final. The Crusaders with the win over Atlantic tonight here in this first round Class 3A postseason game. They'll advance to the second round, either Sioux Center or Des Moines Christian. Those two teams locking horns here tonight.
Yeah,
Fief, but
up here somewhere.
That's right. But really a great season for Atlantic. Congrats to Bishop Heelan for advancing. Nice, really good football team.
Right, they are.
John LaFleur and Coach Brummer and his staff did a tremendous job with Atlantic as well. We had a few shaken up during the game, but everybody able to get up and walk off and dust off the bruise or whatever it was. So good news.
Right, and I noticed a couple times where we bruised those guys up a little bit because they have to come off for a couple plays. I mean, they'd either got a stinger or, they were kind of they knew we played hard.
No doubt about it. Longest drive of the game coming up by Extreme Auto. Be ready for your longest drive or longest play of the game coming up next again by Extreme Auto. Be ready for your longest drive right after this.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
It's 4th and long, and you're gearing up for the drive of the game. But wait, are your tires ready to go the distance? This is Josh. Extreme Auto has the tires your vehicle needs to tackle every mile. Whether it's the daily runs, the weekend getaway, or on the road to the big game, Extreme Auto keeps you rolling strong. Don't punt on safety. Score big with new tires from Extreme Auto in Atlantic. Extreme Auto. Every drive is a winning drive.
to Heelan as the Crusaders win 28-6 over the Trojans here in this Class 3A first round of football game. Longest play of the game's got to go to Kaysen Thomas on that pick six. I think he got about the 50-yard line. Atlantic had a couple of long plays with McNeil. The touchdown that was called back, that might have
that would have been the longest one. Yeah,
that would have been the longest one, and personal foul called that one back. So McNeil, he did have a long run that was called back, but that's what we have there for our longest play of the game. Kaysen Thomas with the pick six around midfield and went in the end zone to give Heelan that 28-0 halftime lead. It was 21-0 at that point. They scored, I know, on 3 turnovers by Atlantic is, I think, what you have encountered, Perry.
I thought so, but I could be wrong. I mean,
Atlantic had a fumble early, and they were able to turn that into points with 5:38 to go. And then I know with the Thomas pick six, that was turned into another score, 20-0. So turnovers, I mean, we talked about that.
Yeah, that was one of the keys was turnovers, and they definitely won that battle.
Well, that's our longest drive of the game. The Doze of the game coming up next, brought to you by Chris Houghton Earth Moving. They are digging it and digging it every day. We're back right after this.
With the many different types of insurance policies and all the different options, knowing what insurance policy will work best for you or your business can be confusing. At Partners Insurance, we know the best coverage is the one that fits your needs, your goals, your tolerance for risk, and of course your resources. Our agents are committed to helping your family or business navigate the often confusing world of insurance. For help navigating through your insurance options, contact Shannon at Partners Insurance today at 712-243-4392.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience, quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan here in Sioux City as the Crusaders win 28-6 over Atlantic. And let's take a look here at the dozer of the game, brought to you by Chris Houghton Earth Moving. And digging it every day, guys. Go ahead.
Jack Moeller.
Yeah.
The belly-to-belly souffle he did.
Yeah.
He
early.
did. Threw him down.
There was no doubt about that. So Jack Muller, I think he's had a few of those dozer of the game awards here during the season. Next up is Perry's Word of the Week. It's brought to you by Lyman Ag, where the goal is your profitability. Your channel seed dealer, Lise Atoff. We're back with the word. I don't have a clue. We're back right after this. Yes.
Are you great with paperwork and have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results.
Attention RV and sprayer owners. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto is your local CarQuest retail store. Here's some valuable advice you'll thank me for later. Don't wait. Get your RV antifreeze now from Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto before fall prep and harvest take over your schedule. Available in single gallons, cases, bulk 55-gallon barrels. Winterized while the weather's still good, you'll be glad you did. Trust me, you'll say, that Amy Jo thinks so fast she's like a twin-turbocharged Z06 Corvette. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto, your winterization destination.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff with Lyman Ag Supply. When you partner with Lyman Ag for your fields, you'll experience our seedsmanship at work, committed to working with you through year-round customized service. We are committed to your success. It starts with placing products to perform, extends to evaluating crop development throughout the season, and continues well after harvest into planning for next year. Expert advice, customized service, and elite products. We're Lyman Ag Supply, and our goal is your profitability. Give us a call.
Welcome back to Bishop Heelan, the field here. And let's talk about your word of the week, Perry. Fief, brought to you by Lyman Ag, where his goal is your profitability. Your Channel C dealer, Lee Satoff. What's a word?
Well, it was off that belly-to-belly souffle. Yeah.
You mean you got it in the postgame?
Huh? No, I thought I said souffle during the...
You said it during the game when it happened.
Yeah, but I didn't say belly-to-belly. I just said souffle.
Good one. Good word of the week brought to you by Lyman Ag. Well, that will wrap it up here, guys. Here tonight is the Bishop Heelan. And, we still got Coach Brummer. Coach Brummer here with Kevin Ferguson. Kevin, take it away here.
Coach, we'll start in with that first half, and that Heelan team on both sides of the ball between the tackles was a pretty tough buzzsaw.
Yeah, no, their middle linebackers are really good. They made a lot of good plays there. No, we moved the ball. We just couldn't finish those drives.
Right.
We had some success in between the 30 and 30, but they cinched up, in that red zone, and didn't make enough plays there to change the first half outcome.
Once again, the Trojans showed their guts in the second half, not allowing Heelan to score and moving the ball real well.
Yeah, I know the kids made some good plays. We talked about some stuff about who's going to step up and lead. The kids believe, we had a chance. We had some big plays there. One touchdown called back. We got one late and then almost had another one there. So it shows the toughness, shows the resiliency, and the kids played, their tails off. They gave great effort and, just didn't bounce our way tonight.
Coach, thank you for a great year and appreciate the time you always give us.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thanks for you guys.
You bet.
All right, good stuff, Kevin Ferguson there, and thanks to Coach Joe Brummer, and what a fun season it was, guys, and I think, the bit's in the horse's mouth right now, 2 winning seasons in a row, a playoff berth, and good things to come, Perry.
I think, and like I said, there's some good talent coming up. We got a lot of juniors and sophomores that played this year that are coming back, and it's just going to keep getting better. I see it. So, it was a great year to announce. Had a fun time.
Oh, what a great product in the field. Yeah. And, of course, the senior class, tremendous. We talked to Zayden Parker a couple of days ago before the game tonight. We met with him and 3 other seniors there. And they just talked about how they would just really rally off each other all year long. And he thought that's where the most improvement was, Fergie.
Yeah, you could just see that those kids enjoyed being a part of this football team and enjoyed putting the time in and getting better. It doesn't matter what interview you do with coaches. The good teams say the same thing.
Yeah.
The kids all rally behind each other and put in the time. And you can see that the Trojan program is putting in some time.
It is. They're putting in the weights. They're doing extra.
Yes,
I think then these younger kids got faith. They believe in this program heading in a great direction. And these guys showed it tonight, or they showed it all year, how they stuck together and they came in the playoffs. One of the best 16 teams in the state. Yep. So out of 35 or 36.
And let me just throw this out. Coach Brummer does such a great job, him and his staff. You can just tell they're all working together as well, very cohesive, and a lot of the similar coaching styles that are, I'm gonna jump on you, but I'm also going to praise you.
Right.
And I don't hate you. It's because I want you to be better.
Right, exactly.
And I've heard him say that in the huddle at the end of the game numerous times. Tonight he just praised them and how awesome they did throughout the year. And, it's a loss. No. But it's not – you know what? There's 100 other teams that like to be where Atlantic was tonight.
Like I said, we're the top 16 teams. So.
Yeah. You bet. Final score 28-6. Guys, that'll wrap up our football season as well. Great.
Hey, Tom, I got one other thing I got to throw in real quick.
Go ahead.
Wasn't it fun, this hospitality here at Heelan tonight in the press box?
Yep.
They just went out of their way, food and drink. And
they had
Did you want to have Carla's famous brownies?
Oh, my.
You did?
They were sinful.
I kept to my diet. I didn't have one.
Because
I was drooling.
Perry's going to have to do a few Hail Marys if he ate one of them.
Big thank you, Kevin, for that. Big thanks to Andy Foster and Jay Wright, the athletic directors, and everybody in this booth that was so friendly and hospitable here tonight. So we want to thank those folks. Certainly, good job, Kevin, for that. And before we break away, I want to salute these seniors in this football team that led this squad to a 6-4 record and a playoff berth. Shelton Walia, Colin Rudy, Sawyer Terrell, Zayden Parker, another senior, Corbin Ritter, who had a couple of catches tonight, Hunter Nelson, also Gavin McLaren, who's heading to South Dakota State University to extend his program. Also, the senior Cale Cameron and Donovan Hedrington, also senior Draven Mitchell, and senior Jack Muller. He had a great season as well as Jonathan Coors, Hank Roberts, and Brock Goodrich, who's heading to Northwestern College in Orange City to extend his football career next fall. And a big thanks to Fletcher Toft, our high school senior who stepped in here to do our videos. We appreciate you and for all you do, and I guess we'll probably be working together here some this winter too.
Well, it was a good thing. Perry and I were here tonight because Fletch about got arrested. He about got arrested, but Perry and I jumped in and
to the music. He's starting to freak me out.
He's one fine young man.
Yeah, Knox McCullough, thanks to him too. And our guy back in the studio is your engineer, Mr. Michael Sheriff. What a great job he does each and every Friday night. Michael, we really appreciate you. That'll do it for broadcast. Thanks for joining us. Our live video stream tonight presented by Brocker Cards and Cards, Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, and Elvis Hass, State Farm Insurance Agent in Atlantic. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. Good